bitch. Killer.
Welcome to another episode of Ishtalk TV, live from the DMV, doing it how it's supposed to be. I'm your host, B.Simone, aka Princess Amunda. Make sure y'all see me. Oh, I'm right there. Oh, what's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good. I hope you starting your job. I hope you ain't got the COVID. I hope you ain't got rubber bullet in your eye. Everything.
Shit hard out here, man. 2020's tough.
It's
bro.
2020 tough.
It's literally a TV series.
Man.
We got a good show for y'all. Let's introduce yourself really quick. We're gonna go for Sweet James. Go ahead.
My name's James. Streets call me Sweets. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me on IG, 5 of 2 J's. Facebook, J25.
Gangster.
Bob.
You know? It's your boy Champagne Ron. You follow me on Instagram at 301KRon.
Oh, it's your girl Destiny. You can call me Desi. You can follow me on Instagram at WatchDesi. I also got the pouches. Yeah. My Instagram page is WatchDesi with the pouches. Period.
Trying to tell you.
Yes, sir. And you already know it's your boy AJ Turn Up, aka Buff Curry out here. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Alright, so we're gonna be talking about on the first segment we're gonna talk about the riots and the protesting, and we're gonna talk about don't believe the hype, all that bullshit y'all got, from the mayors and all that bullshit. And white people tripping. I just want to make sure that anybody get attacked by white people this week. Anybody?
No.
Nah.
I did actually.
Wait a minute, what? What
At
happened?
work.
What, they politically attacked you?
No. I was assaulted.
Huh?
Physically. The director of planning operations at my job threw keys at me.
Why? What happened?
You about to say what did she do?
Yes!
Were you making them mad?
What did you do?
No, what happened? That's what I was gonna say. What happened?
You said what you meant.
What happened? What happened?
It's not really a long story, but I've been there for 6 years. So he's just rude. He thinks he's Elvis, and he's just like, he talks to me any type of way. He just wanted to be rude and nasty to me this day, like he always is, and he just so happened to throw keys at me.
Oh, hell no.
And did you go to HR after this?
I did, but see, the thing with HR is they're all friends there, so I have to go above them.
I was gonna say go corporate.
I'm going to go to corporate, but I'm also going to go to the state. And in this climate, you're going the fuck down.
Well,
bitch.
we hope so. I mean, damn, that's crazy.
I pray it does.
Was this after George Floyd?
This was yesterday.
God damn, they have no compassion.
None at all.
No.
I had a resident
Toss you the keys that you needed and you just didn't catch them.
My back was to him.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn, so he just.
And it was all on camera. And he told the HR person that he didn't do it. And they were questioning me. Like, why would I lie? Why would I pull that out of thin air?
I mean,
Yeah, this all happened at the residences of Counter Circle.
I mean, like, he just threw it at you. Hold on.
It's a senior lifestyle community, so if anybody is on here from corporate, you all are seeing this and be prepared.
Oh, damn.
He need his ass beat.
Yeah.
But since we can't beat his ass,
We'll fire him and then take his pension.
and then after that, maybe he might get his ass beat.
And there's been so many incidents. This is like the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, where you work at?
Right.
We don't need people knowing where she work at.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. But just the whole thing is, that's a terrible thing.
You gotta go around a bunch of roundabouts.
Yeah.
Shit is weird.
Too much shenanigans. Damn.
So
So
what the fuck is in this?
I don't know, but it's good shit. Good shit. But yeah, it's for me. I just started work. I started working again not too long ago, so I'm just doing my thing, and then I realized I hate my job.
You say you
see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta start your own business, okay?
Look.
Even though it's pouches, I have a whole plan, okay?
What's that pouch?
Do say title.
And I'm telling you right now,
I've been riding. You know I've been on title hard since day one. I'm Rock Nation all day long.
Okay.
And I need Duce to hit me up so I can get a deal with you all making my own drinks using Duce.
What's the number on that?
Let me hit that.
$10. $10 for this big pouch right here. You know, hit the streets at a low price and get all the
Wow. Yo, he's been good. Drop the $10. No, that's good. Support black business. Support black business. This is support black business.
right there.
I'm salty because I was gonna buy that. And now I got
Y'all taking forever.
Damn.
more. No,
that's beautiful.
This weekend.
That is beautiful. We just witnessed black supporting black business. I am all for this. Yes.
Split it. That was my whole plan right there.
Nah, it's
Split that $10.
$10. No, leave that alone.
TJ's to us see you this weekend. K's
damn.
Yeah.
That actually looks pretty good.
So let me know.
See, that's 2 cups in a pouch for $10. I do say that's top shelf.
Right. That thing look right.
That's top shelf.
I was gonna say
Hit me up.
Let's just get that first reaction real quick. What is it hitting on?
Tastes good. Tastes good.
That's a genuine smile.
But I'm a drink. Yeah. So,
but I smell that drink. I
need a little more. You know what I'm saying?
But that's some shit that you can.
But that's me though.
Yeah.
I'm a drink.
This is that.
But I smell that Duce.
This is the type of drink that you would want to take to a festival, or you going out. And
this is my thing. I've been getting a lot of reviews saying it's not syrupy. It's really cool for the summertime. I use organic juice.
For like some outside.
I use organic juice because that's how I like to feed my body. So I'm gonna feed you that way as well.
Talk to these people.
It ain't no Topico or nothing.
Talk to these people because that thing. I'm talking like the chill on the bag. Like the chill on the bag is crazy, and that's a lot of liquor.
That's good. No, that's good. No, shout out to you. When did you come up with this?
So I've been thinking about it, and then one day I was like, I'm about to start selling drinks. Let me go to the liquor store. And I just started doing it. And it's so funny because today my friend, we call each other Luna Sisters, and she sent a video to me of me saying like I really want to be a businesswoman. This was like 2015. 2020, I'm living in my purpose. What's up?
That's good. That's good. So what do you call this? Just for everybody out here who needs to know where they can get this. How can they get this from you?
So I'm in the DC area, but I am mobile. I will pull up at a fee. It's my Instagram page is Watch Desi. I also have another page which is Watch Desi with the pouches.
Watch Desi with the pouches. Desi DESI. DESIWITDA pouches.
There you go. Support your business. Support your local black businesses, y'all. We need that nowadays, especially in these times. We need to get our wealth up in this country. We need to be more the consumers.
I thought you were in Chicago. I thought you was in Chicago.
Yeah, why was she in Chicago? You mean was she selling stuff?
Okay, I must have saw you was with the mayor.
Hey, relax.
What's the mayor? Exactly.
Relax,
like you got the braids. And
relax.
Wait, let me see the picture. I cannot see that screen. Come on now.
Oh, let me see if I
we got to move this a little closer.
Yeah.
I saw it on Instagram, but hold on, let me get prepared for this. Let me get prepared.
Wait, which
so when y'all posted that, y'all had me in mind?
which mayor is you talking about? Wait a minute.
The mayor of Chicago, fool.
Oh yeah, I saw that pic.
Y'all had me in mind? When y'all
I
saw that picture?
Yeah, we saw that pic. Yeah.
But, okay.
I'm about to drag y'all.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure.
She's not cutting to the camera, is it?
First of all, she look like one of your aunts. Let's be clear.
Ooh.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
Woo. We just had a.
Hey, look. We gotta move on.
Yeah.
Oh, now we gotta move on.
That ain't you. That ain't you in that pic.
Woo.
Motherfucking topic.
Alright.
Woo.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't ready for that one. I wasn't prepared for that one. Ooh.
Don't believe that hype, y'all. Did y'all see all these any of y'all go to DC and take pictures by that Black Lives Matter?
I did.
I mean, I'm glad to see my tax money went somewhere, but it's not enough.
No, I was still happy though that when I went out there, I saw a lot of unity and I saw a lot of.
Of course.
I saw and one thing, it was a mixed feeling because I saw certain people doing certain things that I wouldn't do, but I understood the climate. When people are trying to like, no, people are trying to like make the best out of the situation because you know they played back that ass up.
That was like hella TOB.
They was playing all
hella reaction.
Yes,
that's the culture though.
I needed that though, cause that shows this is still DC.
Yeah. No, and I was fine with that. But the best thing was it was peaceful. But I heard so many excellent ideas.
Yes.
A lot of ideas of what we can do after the protest. That was the biggest thing that I came out of that.
Dr. Claude Anderson been talking about what we could do.
Yeah, but that was the biggest thing for us. They were, and especially with the black people, they was like, "Hey, the protest is cool, but this is not the end. This is only the beginning. We need to do, like I said last week.
It's an everyday thing. Yeah, we gotta live this 24/7.
And then you have white people out there, like one white guy was like, "We gotta use the fucking privilege. We gotta protect our brothers physically with our lives." Like this man was putting his life on. Like he was like saying things like, "This is my brother." They don't want to have to beat a white man up on national TV. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you have to protect him that way. He said, "I'm sick of these white people are always talking about saving black people's shit, but when it's really time to do it, they want to step out." He's like, use your privilege to your advantage. He was like, use it to help your brothers.
Thank you, white man. But this is
our thing, of course. And
we gotta do it ourselves.
And that's my thing too, because I I have a personal feeling about it. Like I feel like, okay, I hear that, but where were you all before this happened? Why did it take for black deaths to get you to understand our lives were always at stake and things?
I'm telling you, AJ, it's like I think I said this a couple weeks ago. Every advancement in black and the black people in this country has always come along with some type of new technology. Well, like in the 50s and 60s, it was the introduction of televisions into people's homes. They got to see, oh shit, these people are getting sprayed with hoses. Mm-hmm. Then in like the 90s, it was everybody has a home, like a video camera at home, so they got to see Rodney King get his ass beat. Then it became social media. Everybody has a phone out now, so they see it. Yeah. This one was every white person. Nobody's at work. It took every white person being in their house to see.
It took the pandemic. It took the COVID pandemic to see.
It took COVID-19 at home. Yeah. Nobody's doing nothing else, and they seeing, oh shit, this man just got a knee to his neck. No, somebody just got Eric Garner got choked out 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. But this one hits different because
everybody was home
and everybody could see. And the link, because you saw the link and you were like, wow, this person. Like, but the funny thing is, what gets me, and I know I'm being a little nitty picky, but for me it's like it shouldn't have taken that to make you go, this is how it is.
Maybe like, that's what we needed though.
It's been.
Unfortunately, someone had to be sacrificed.
No. What do you mean? We've been sacrificed for hundreds of years.
But for the new generation, though.
The new gen. What are you talking? What do you mean? Like certain things just happened not too long ago. We're not gonna act like.
It was just the start of the decade. It started with some bullshit.
Yeah, Brianna, we gotta.
Everything about 2020 has been kind of off.
Yeah, so it's gonna take for us to get shit right.
Now, I do feel like the move,
our unity would change the world.
It has to be spearheaded by African Americans.
Yes.
But we can't. Nothing in this country is going to change without the assistance of white people.
Do y'all think the message got hijacked already or not yet?
No,
it hasn't. Thankfully, but of course, you always have people that have their own agendas. But the whole purpose is still that we need to treat black people better in this country, and we have to do certain things. Like I told you, my plan, like what I feel that should happen, remove all the most of the corrupt from the law enforcement, from politics. That is the only way you're going to change. Yeah, you have to. And here's the thing: you have to use that force if it's necessary at this time, because laws don't change the heart of a man, especially a powerful white man. You have to remove him and by force, and his superior and the people that he has already influenced, those same ones that said, well, I never personally did anything, you are just as guilty because you allowed it to happen and you did nothing. So those people need to be removed.
But that's the point. They're trying to get people out there.
But we got to do it we have to do it in a way where.
But also, black people need to have their own set of laws. Where if if you murder a black or brown woman or man, you're automatically guilty and you're going to jail.
Nah, it's like this. We need to have.
If you
that's happening. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you take or you steal, like we need to have our own commandments for ourselves, like govern ourselves. So you know, if you fuck with this black community, you got all these people coming after you.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. The same way one fight, we all fight. That unity, we need that.
Now we had that.
Where?
With the Black Panthers. And
what the white man do?
Exactly. Exactly.
But we gotta be mentally there. We gotta eliminate things. We have to eliminate things.
What the white man do?
Kill all the Black Panthers, lock them up, and
right. So Black Panthers shut down. That shit's over. But KKK still goes on.
Exactly.
So we need to kill their ass.
It's a like the fact
I mean, honestly, I think racism should be a crime.
Exactly. But it's not.
No, it technically is, but we don't see it enforced.
No, there's hate crime.
No. The
hate crimes only apply to transgender and LGBT community.
If three white people beat me up and it's on camera, them calling me niggas while they doing it, then they will throw the hate crime.
Right.
But that shit not enforced.
Exactly.
But let me not even care if this person is gay. Let me and a gay man get into a genuine argument and we genuinely throw these hands. I'm going to jail for a hate crime because he's gay.
If you fight a dog, you kick a dog.
Slim, what?
Yeah,
it's like
they throw you under the bridge.
I don't care that
black people don't have the same rights.
Look, I work in Bethesda. Like I'm in Potomac, like with all the white folks. You know what I'm saying?
You in this recession proof.
It's crazy how how much
move the mic towards.
It's crazy how much power.
I don't like your hand movements when you say it with the mic.
Let that man live.
How much power white folks got.
No, I like that. Say that again, James.
It's crazy how much power white folks got. In that area, for example. You know what I'm saying? Because like most of those congressmen and all the people with money, they live up Potomac. They don't live in DC. Like they out Potomac.
That shit is like one call, right?
That's
and I'm glad you said that because white folks is fucking. It's deep. It's like layers. You got your Jews. You got your Italians. Your Irishmen. No, we're not. We're just talking. We're talking about this.
What else is going on?
That's what I'm saying.
For real though, take the power away from them. They don't matter.
No, they do because it's the reality.
In this moment, they don't.
It's the reality. They still have the power.
In this country,
they have the power.
Sometimes like living in like
I have the power.
Living in DC or Prince George's County, we sometimes get confused because because this is a predominantly black area where we see rich black people. But the whole world is not DC and PG County and Montgomery County. This country is predominantly white.
Right.
So being here where we have money and we're black, you will see like the rest of the country doesn't look like us.
Nope.
The rest of the country does not look like us.
And we're fortunate.
So in other places, black people can't really.
They can't really show that.
Really poke their chests out.
And we can't.
It's through anger.
I don't feel that way because I won't poke my chest out. I lived in West Virginia and didn't give a fuck about none of those crackers.
But that's because you can come back here.
Look where you come from.
And you can come back here. You ain't staying in West Virginia.
You look if you send a DC nigga anywhere, we DC regardless.
Yeah.
You send a PG County nigga anywhere. It's Prince George's, like I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm up because like what I posted something like we're a nigga anywhere. I'ma always be me, so I don't give a fuck what I'm standing up against. I'ma always be Ronald regardless. So, but in other places it's not like that. If you go to the middle of this country, the southern portion of this country, the northwest part of this country, is white.
Bam.
But they're white neckheads. They don't matter.
No, they're
You
not
gotta
white
understand.
neckheads. They
Yeah.
are
Police officers.
influential
Yeah,
white
here's what he's saying. Influential, and their voices will not be heard because they can be shut much more efficient than over here. You can't shut a DC nigga up over here because that's gonna be on the news. Like we just had these niggas slump a cop for being respectful. The dude put his phone down and got ready. No, you gotta understand though. You can't do that like in Nebraska somewhere. They will silence you with the quickness. Oklahoma, because those certain places they have more of control.
They have poor white people.
Yep.
But they like these are like because I was working at the
and the systems that matter all white
Beltsville,
people.
right? And a bus pulled up to the hotel.
Yeah.
And when I say no exaggeration, 60 white people got off this bus. All of them had on red "Make America" hat. No, make America
MAGA hats.
Great again hats, right? All of them, every single one of them got off with that hat. So I'm sitting there talking to them like, hey man, you know where you all from? Wisconsin, right? and I'm not dissing like Wisconsin because I'm sure it's black people everywhere. But these Wisconsin motherfuckers, they probably and me, I just like to talk to them. I'm gonna let you finish, bro. But I just like to talk to people, so I'm just like getting these people's stories. I talked to like 3 different couples, and all of them, they had like all the men had like really influential jobs, like where they control shit. Like two of the women were like housewives, but the other one she had a great job. The children they were all going to like great schools, like great colleges, and it was just like yo, like this is America. Like this is the real picture of America that like foreign countries. When foreign countries think of America, they don't think of us. They fuck no. That's why do you think these countries hate America? They view America as the
hypocrisy,
ignorant
hypocrites.
Just war-bound Americans, and that's because they're thinking of these white people that think everything is there.
I get that, but see the point. My point and my aspect is like I think with the heart. Okay, so I know exactly. So if I'm thinking with my heart, so I'm thinking outside of what you're looking at the flash and what somebody got and all that. I can kill you with my heart. Like if we all just band together and really thrive from the heart, do everything from the heart, we will be giants.
Of course.
So that's why I'm saying they don't matter because they don't have what we have.
But that's us. We gotta get our shit.
That's what the point that I'm making.
I mean,
they don't.
We look at DC, look at Baltimore, look at Chicago. Like we be killing each other a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we get all that. We get all that. It's always us versus them, and then us versus us too.
Right, and they'll sit back with their popcorn while it's us versus us.
But we all know that we be having our beef because, like, you could have got mad at me because I forgot your name. That's just how shit goes.
But with some people, it really be like the smallest things.
Yeah, that's anybody though. That's human nature.
Yeah, but
at the same
it's
time,
time to grow
we're in a system where
I've been in the streets.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. Like
there you go.
Nah.
But don't talk to me about street shit because I know all about it.
Look, everybody at this table knows what's up. That's why we are here today. We don't want to be a part of
also
this
about
shit.
how you was raised as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's about everything.
That's what I'm saying.
We all done been here. Everybody done been there, done that at this table. Everybody has experience, but we want to grow better because we know the outcome. It's not a good thing. That's why we're out here in this podcast right now. We're chilling. Ain't nobody here got no enemies. But I know what he's saying. But unfortunately, Ron has a point. The American dream is in the views of a white person, not for black people. And you gotta understand, in this country,
we make the culture.
We know that.
All the popular people, everything we do is the shit.
They
we get that. They follow us, but that don't mean they accept us.
Exactly.
They don't accept us.
They don't have to accept us.
Yes, they do because they control.
I don't want they accept us though.
We're not saying that, but they control. They control every. Name one thing that black people own in this country that has big power. We don't even own hip hop. Who owns the industries? It ain't us.
It's all about ownership.
No, you.
But if we all just say fuck that, y'all create your own shit. They gonna be Elvis.
I hear what you're saying.
And you see what Elvis did? Elvis got famous
off of black people shit.
But if you take that away from all of them, they just.
How do you gonna take away something when they own the rights to the shit?
Look, that's no matter what we do. I'm telling you.
I just can't get them that much power with no respect.
It's not about giving.
I'm not against white people because I met some good white people.
It's not about that.
But I'm black through and through.
That's fine, but you can be black as all you want. But what they gonna look at you and say, "What you gonna do?"
James just said it perfectly. They already got it.
They already got it.
So it ain't about.
I just would never get them.
No, that's fine. You don't have to.
That power that I got in here.
That's cool, but what you gonna do with that?
And I'm doing it now.
And that's what separates people, like I said, from this area to other people in this country. Because people in this area, we don't realize that we only make up 13% of this country,
and we're not even the biggest minority.
In this area, we are the predominant people that you see. You see more black people than you see Hispanics, you see Asians, you see whites. But if you go outside of this area, this country is predominantly white. And then after white, it's predominantly Hispanic. We're third on that list, but we make up what's cool. We make up what other people see and say, damn, I want to be like that. But to them, they will play rock and roll and then give it to Elvis to make money off of it. They will play hip hop, then give it to the Beastie Boys. They will play hip hop, then give it to Eminem. They will play hip hop and then give it to
someone that perpetuates the stereotype of buffoonery. Like they don't want to listen to you. Seriously. No, think about it. Like
everything y'all saying.
You got your Cardi B's out here, but it's J. Cole had to explain to people that taking bad drugs is not where it's at. And it took other people to die for this man's album to be like, I told you niggas, that's not where it's at. But they don't promote the people that's doing conscious shit for the better of people. They promote the Cole, like I said, the
Cole was a bad example of that because Cole was going platinum.
No, but he went platinum because of his talent. But what I'm saying is the industry wasn't going to back him up. That he had to do it himself to get that recognition.
Cole signed to Columbia.
Yeah, but didn't he do his own thing? But he did his own thing. He produced. Yeah, but are we gonna say that they put? I can't. I'm making assumptions. Are we saying that they put the same energy like they put into a Cardi or someone that perpetuates the negative stereotypes of hip hop?
Yeah, J. Cole is their highest paid artist.
All right, I'm just gonna let you rock with that.
But I see what you're saying about artists. I mean about labels like Atlantic. The only stand-up nigga I see on Atlantic was probably T.I. and Nipsey. Everybody else is, and I love Cardi B. It's Cardi B, it's Kodak Black. Like Atlantic, they put their money behind singles and I'm not gonna say like the word
buffoonery.
But I feel like Atlantic puts a lot of their money in moments instead of careers. Like how Columbia or Universal, they will put their money behind careers as far as like making sure the artist is doing for a long term. I feel like Atlantic, like they just be like, oh, this nigga's stupid. Whatever.
He's trending. Yeah, he's trending. I get what you're saying. I get it. I get it. But for the most part, back to the original source, we just have to. When it comes to black people in this protest, the most important thing is to get power.
If any rappers out there or any singers are out there, DM me because I got a real dope producer for y'all. His name on Instagram is Bleach305. Hit him up. Bleach305, okay?
What?
Bleach. How do you spell it? Spell it.
Is it Bleach or Bleach?
Look it up. I don't know. Look it up. It's from
Miami named Bleach. Okay.
Alright, so back to what we were talking about, the whole rioting and Black Lives Matter and all that shit. What y'all think about the whole movement when it came to y'all think that this whole George Floyd thing was going to get all this traction and everything?
I did.
Did you think it was just going to be like another dude shot?
Because African got nothing to do with
I
it.
want to talk about black people. Oh yeah, NASCAR. You got to know the
Why
NASCAR.
they wear Black Lives Matter?
So are you saying that you're
Yes, I was on the phone with my friend. He was like, these white people
about to lose their shit? They about to,
go off.
the fact that they can't go to NASCAR with Confederate flags, they about to lose their shit.
They
NASCAR,
gotta have a riot. It's not
So
even another.
NASCAR said you cannot put Confederate flags on the car.
or no, you cannot come into the arenas with Confederate flags. If you watch, like, you pull up a NASCAR race on YouTube from 2019 to 1960, full of Confederate flags in the crowd.
I think it was the Shake and Bake. They had a Confederate flag call.
Flags. So white people are losing their shit. A NASCAR driver retired. He said, "I don't like the way NASCAR's go."
I'm done.
I'm done with this shit.
He was livid.
Slim.
And that's what I was telling AJ about. I was like, no.
That's what we need to
you got
do.
the older
Take
guys,
shit
they
from
like,
them.
man, like, fuck it. I'd rather go to the grave before I get these black guys any type of power.
But they probably die anyway. They got
I'd
airbags,
rather die
Parkinson's.
before I let these niggas ruin my great drag race.
Right.
Like, the fuck going on here?
We about to make another party
it's crazy.
with all Confederate flag cars.
But back to your question, did I think that George Floyd's death was going to be the one? I did not. Because if they let Breonna Taylor's death,
I was just about to say,
if they
Breonna
let
Taylor joint crazy,
if they
dog.
let Breonna Taylor's death, but that's the thing with social media and having footage of it. That's why I said having footage.
So that's the difference. That's the difference right there.
Literally pop.
That's the
Like that was the difference in this new 2012 to present push of Black Lives Matter, because now we have footage of these black people dying. Breonna Taylor was murdered by police.
And I don't even know if the cops was white or black, Spanish, Asian.
Yeah, it really
don't give a
doesn't.
fuck.
It
does not matter.
I don't know. You know what I'm
They
saying?
went in there
No.
and they busted the wrong people, and then they shot at. They didn't announce who they were. The boyfriend was defending
The
himself.
boyfriend wasn't even there.
No, he was.
No, he was there.
They said he wasn't
Nah,
there.
he
No,
shot one of the cops.
no, he shot one of the cops.
No, the person that they
Oh,
were
I'm
looking
sorry.
for. The
I
person
just heard that today on the
The
radio.
person that they were
was
looking
already
for
locked up.
Yeah, it was already
He was
locked up.
He was already
He was
locked up.
already locked
That was
up.
the wild shit.
That's the wild thing, because
Breonna
they.
Taylor's boyfriend.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there.
He wounded one of the cops, and then they sent the mother. When the mother went to the crime, they sent her to the hospital for 2 hours, knowing that
Knowing
she
she was
wasn't
already
there.
there.
Yeah, knowing she wasn't there. Then she went back and waited so
What
many
state is
hours.
this happening?
I don't
Illinois,
remember.
Illinois,
It was
Louisville,
in
Louisville.
No, Louisville. That's a
Louisville is Illinois. It's Kentucky. I'm sorry,
So-
Kentucky. I'm sorry,
See,
Kentucky.
now-
Kentucky. I'm
Vince
sorry.
Staples has a song called "Hands Up," right? It's from 2014. When you were talking, just one of y'all was talking just now, and it made me think of it. He has a line in the song where he says, "Cops raiding homes without a warrant, shooting first without a warning." And it's like, dog, they raided this, like they went into this house looking for the wrong person that was not there. No, this person was already in jail before they raided this house.
And the man was
They
defending
never
his home.
announced
Yeah.
themselves as police. If you come into a house with
They
me,
had a no-knock warrant.
me, my son, my girl are asleep. If you think
A baby was there?
no,
No, I know what he's saying. I know what
Just
you're
enter
saying.
my
Yeah,
home
yeah.
and you do not announce yourself as police. Even if you pronounce yourself as police, you better wait till I cut this light on. But before you make any moves, I will shoot you in the face.
I
But
feel
if
like
you-
shit. I haven't really looked into the story.
No,
That's why I
It's
said
good.
this story was crazy.
It's wild.
It's very,
She was-
it's very
The
sad.
only reason
She
George
was
Floyd
shot
is crazy
in the
because it's
bed.
been on video.
like she was in the bed when she was shot.
Yeah,
Like they
she
literally-
was hit 8 times.
They-
I think something like that. She
they
was hit 8
literally-
It
times.
was 8 times, yeah.
8
They raided
times.
this home, did not announce themselves as police.
The man
the
that-
person that they were looking for was already
in jail.
Her boyfriend, he views it as someone's breaking into my house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shoot them.
Question: the person that they were looking for, name was on that lease.
I don't know.
No, he was already in jail. So that's
Wrong
what-
address.
Wrong address.
Wrong
That's the
address.
thing. That's the thing. They made a bad
Wrong
error.
address.
They made a terrible
And he
error.
was already locked
and
up.
he was already locked up.
He was already locked up.
System should have been up. Even if it was the right, even if it was the right address,
He was already
system should have been
locked up
updated
for
and he
2
was
days.
already
Yeah.
incarcerated.
So that goes to show the system needs to get shut down.
Facts.
It just needs. It means.
They got shit. None of them locked up. None of them
they
nothing.
killed this black woman in
nothing.
her bed.
Yes.
So we can't even sleep.
The only thing they did
And
do
feel
was they
safe.
dropped the charges on the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because at first they had attempted murder of
Yep.
the boyfriend.
And then they
he shot back at the police and he hit
attempted
one
murder
of the cops.
for shooting a home intruder.
So they thinking they about to get away. Like, all right, look, we let your boyfriend go. You know
No,
what I'm
it's
saying?
not.
But
It's
no,
not over.
niggas about to
No.
ride. You know what I'm saying? Harder.
I don't like.
Oh.
When George,
Wow.
like when I first saw the George Floyd video, my honest opinion was, damn, this like it literally hurt to watch, especially when he started like calling for his mom and shit. That shit hurt to watch.
You know what pissed me off more?
Crazy thing is,
The people that was recording it talking shit to the police. I would have tackled that police officer.
but you could have died right there.
Okay, but at least his life would have been saved.
Would it?
I like
Would
it.
it?
What
Would
I'm
it?
saying
Hold
is,
on. Would
no.
it?
What I'm saying is you don't sit up there and record someone dying.
Would
That's
it?
wrong.
I didn't say. That would have been
That's
two
inhumane.
lives
That's like an animal.
That would have been two lives
Two lives lost because they would have shot my ass.
Because
Okay, at
you're
least
attacking the
attempt to
police,
do
you're automatically
something.
at wrong. So they gunning you down right then and there.
But everybody is wrong in that
Right.
situation. There,
You
if
have-
anything, I'm the hero. I'm the
I always thought
superhero.
about that. What if
Do you
somebody
have
just
the
walk up to the
video?
police and like stop, like put their hands up, like
No.
try to like.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I have a video of like in my phone right
Yeah,
now
okay.
of a black man with his
That's why they
hands
be like,
up.
back up.
With
You
a black man with
They
his
did that
hands
to
up.
Mike Brown, right?
Huh?
They did that to Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Broad daylight.
He was hands up, don't shoot, and they
On his
still,
knees.
they still shot.
No, I'm saying can
shot
like
him.
a pedestrian like
No.
walk in between
No.
their hands?
Maybe
No.
a white
White man.
girl.
Right.
Yeah,
white
white
woman.
person, but us, we can't do that.
Do you have the video?
Yeah, get some white dummies. Black people gotta go to the store and just buy some white dummies
See,
and like drive with them.
I'm aware.
They're gonna say this.
Go to the bank with it, make it some credit.
I got a shirt that I'm gonna wear next week. It says, "Dear," it says, "Hello, officer. I'm a white woman."
Oh,
But do you have the video of
what's up?
the officers in Minneapolis? Their lawyer was on TV and he was trying to, and he said out of his fucking mouth, he said, "Well, the people recording, they were saying stop. You didn't see any of them intervene." And it's like, yo, hold on, time out. 4 police officers. It's you as a police officer. If
You didn't even see the other 2 police officers though.
From
the original video, you just thought it was just you thought it was the Asian cop and the dude that was on his neck. You didn't even see the other 2.
There are 4 police officers here, 3 of which could have said at any point, "Bro, get your knee off his neck."
Right, that's enough. It's enough.
You, as a police officer,
No,
whether it's
when
your
the ambulance
superior
pulled
officer,
up, they dragged that man's body off
Yeah.
the
Well, he was
ground.
gone by then.
He was dead, but you don't
Nah.
drag that man like that.
Biggest thing that a lot
And
of
he
people
still had
didn't peep.
handcuffs
The
on.
biggest thing that a lot of people didn't peep. Look, the paramedics when they pulled up, those were cops. They were paramedics.
That's
They,
what got
they
me.
had a motherfucking had a bulletproof vessel and a gun on their hip. What
Exactly.
EMT do you know walking around
So
with a gun
why
on
were
their
they
hip?
driving?
because they knew he was dead
They
already.
knew he was gone. Yeah, they knew he was
They
gone.
didn't even send the paramedics in.
They
They thought
used-
shit was gonna get real right then and there.
He
Yep.
was dead already.
They
knew.
sent cops in.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody checked nothing.
They
They
didn't
should have
check
gave him a medical
They shouldn't
attention
even
right
move
there.
him. Right.
They should have gave him medical attention right there.
because he was already.
What did they do? They
They
picked
said my stomach hurt.
like a rag doll, picked him up, threw him on the on the gurney joint. You know what I'm saying? Like any other time, what do they do?
Oh my God.
They
They did
bring,
their best to
they
revive
bring
him.
the hard bed out, you know, slide it, you know what I'm saying, all that.
Exactly.
They just like a rag doll, threw him on the joint. All right, put
That
him
was
in
the
there,
most
roll out.
disgusting shit I've seen.
And those were police officers.
I am disgusted.
since
Go back and look at the video now that you
Well,
heard that. You
and
will see
that's why.
why that paramedic got a gun on
Well,
his head.
and that's why the story was as big as it was, and then the lady on TV had
It's
exposed that these
praiseworthy.
2 men worked together. So
Yeah.
that's what made it deeper,
Right.
Because
They worked
now
at
it's
like
like,
nightclub together.
and the
Bars.
man
Yeah.
had a thing against
Both
black,
did,
and that's the thing that these.
nightclub security. at the
Yeah,
same
and that's
time.
why I feel like for police, they need to have background checks thoroughly, and then each year they need psychiatric evaluation.
They do.
But you know like the crack they let that
Bro.
chick, they let it go.
That's the thing. Like they run these background checks and they do these psych evaluations. I don't think it's annually, but it's like they do it ever so often. They are keeping the people that they want to keep.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bias. It's biased, but they're not doing a thorough job. They're not doing the job.
It's thorough.
It's not thorough because they're doing.
AJ, what you're not understanding is. When people say the system is broken, the system is not broken. The system is working.
We know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm like saying. I get it. No, I get it. They're not. But that's why I said they're not doing what they're supposed to do because
they are.
No, I know that. But I'm saying in a realistic world, a lot of those cops should not be fucking cops. They shouldn't be because they were already mentally unstable. Yeah, we know that. A lot of those people get that shit doing hair because of power. Because of white power and supremacy and systematic oppression, they can do that. They can have people that are incompetent take over just because they're relatives.
Okay, so we know all the causes and blah 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 blah. But what the next step?
The next step is to remove.
Okay, no, the next step is to get people that look like you and I.
That's fine, but you got to get qualified people. We're not just going to throw people in there.
Course.
No, but the first thing is you have to remove them. You remove them. Find the qualified people.
How can we remove them if we don't know who they are?
No, you know who they are. You know who they are.
If we remove them, we're going to have to put people in their position.
That's my point.
Through elections, like Maryland.
Yes.
Okay, but look.
We had our election last year. I mean, last week, and I encouraged everybody that I knew that I talked to on a daily basis, get up, boom, 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 fill out your ballots. Me, I wasn't waiting in no COVID line to catch that shit, so I did the pull up, drop off, just made, and I, like, when I was filling out my ballot, the people that I didn't know already, I went and I, you know what I'm saying, did my little Googles, seeing what they support, seeing what they did support. And it was tough because a man that I was voting for since 2008, since I got the right to vote, I literally had to scratch him off the ballot, not because he did anything wrong. It's because a newer candidate.
What was it, Hoyer?
I've supported my man Hoyer forever. It's an older white dude. He's from District Heights. He went to Suitland High School. He went to University of Maryland. He's been a PG County resident his whole life. He's been a Maryland congressman since the 80s, since the 90s. But this new candidate, Ms. Harris, I kind of fuck with her. Everything that she said was speaking to me. Even though Hoyer, he's been speaking to me since I first signed up for this voting shit.
And he's a Democrat, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me say something now. I went to go vote. I stood in the line. And I went in there like it was a test. I didn't even think to pull my phone out. I just really was reading. And I feel so ignorant even saying this, but I'm pretty sure it's other people out there that probably did the exact same thing. So it's like I should have did some research. Yeah, definitely. But I read the names and I really just went for people that I thought sound black.
Witherspoon?
No.
Now, hey, look, the funny thing is the judges, right?
I'm just being honest.
We got to select 5 judges for the
but now I know better.
State of Maryland. And not even, I wasn't even going off black and white, right? But the funny thing is I ended up selecting 4 black women and a white dude. Which is like, when you go to court as a black male, you hope it's a black woman on the stand. And it's funny looking at without even seeing who's black and white, just looking at what they wanted, right, or what they approved or what they disapproved.
Well, speaking on what you approve and what you disapprove, let's talk about AJ's top picks.
Shit.
Let's see.
Let's see
this. Let's see what y'all think. What was one? Pick your row.
Yeah, pick your row. Column.
Man, this nigga been testing us all week.
All right, James.
This nigga been testing us all week.
James and Destiny. Why don't you tell AJ? Why don't you break it down and then which one?
Well, you gotta tell me which one is the music or the hotties.
It's the music.
The music is basically the whole thing was you on a road trip from here to Miami. You have to have a list of certain albums that you got to listen to. That's 10, 12 hours. You got to listen to like 3 or 4 albums albums straight, and that's it.
Okay.
So 14. So you had a row to pick which you was gonna pick. Basically, which column you gonna pick. We about to show you right now.
It's 50 Cent.
No,
it's
hell to the
A and B.
no.
It's A and B. Yeah, basically A and B.
It's 50 Cent.
Get Rich or Die Trying. You gotta say the album.
Six Mafia.
Say the album.
Yeah, you gotta say the albums. The most known, unknown.
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah, that's why I said put it up.
Yeah, pull it up, man. You gotta pull it up.
50 Cent.
No, 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying is a perfect album.
I might listen to it on the
That's a
drive
perfect
home.
album.
Yeah, so he's about to pull it up. He's about to pull it up. Hold on.
I respect 50's career.
No, just think about it like this, y'all. Just think. The first thing you gotta think about, you're going on a road trip. You already know how the hours are. You just said 14 hours. So these 4 albums you got, and you can't listen to nothing else. You gotta listen to them shits, and that's the whole point. What would you rock with? Like, what would you do to get past those hours? Like, yo, man, listen to this music, man. Time fly. Like, you jam in and you like, yo, man, this shit is deep and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what we were talking about. Basically, that's what I was breaking down. Like, you're on this road trip. Which column would you select? Column A or column B?
All right,
Okay. You got column A, Get Rich or Die Trying. The Most Known Unknown. Watch the Throne, Doggy Style. That's column A. Now we're going to go to column B. Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers. Biggie, Ready to Die. Lord Willing by the Clips. And Mobb Deep.
I'm going with A.
Look, I said A, right? The only thing that I'm not going to say that I didn't really like on A, but what didn't seem up to par was that Most Known Unknown. And Most Known Unknown was like a 7 out of 10 to me.
You can't make that joint bigger.
Let me see.
But I'm going to say the right side has more certified classics.
Let me put
Everything on the right side is a certified classic album. But the left side...
What's the third joint on the right side?
That's Lord Willing. With the Clips, by the Clips.
No.
I'm from Virginia.
Now,
Mobb Deep.
Grinding.
You know what sold me? You already know. Y'all already should know. Watch the Throne. So
that's what I'm saying.
Like that, I can listen to that like the whole ride.
Watch the Throne. I'm end up saying that like 3 times in a row.
So y'all two is an A.
I might have to go with A one down.
I'm going with A. You already know why I'm going with A. What album on there do y'all know? What album on there that I'm going with that I can listen to on A? You know it. Doggy Style is my shit. Sipping on gin and juice and all that.
That is tough.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Side A gives you everything. You got east, west, south. Like you can bump, you can chill. Like the right side, of course, you have the more classic shit. But like, if you're not a real like that right side, it's like, can you really listen to every track?
Yeah. It was 2 of those.
We gotta go to the next one. We gotta go to the next one.
What's bragging?
Next one is the ladies.
The ladies, ooh, yes. Now you gotta blow this shit up. Don't fuck this one up.
What are you talking about?
Don't you gotta show the whole thing.
So are we saying that this is the top versus the bottom, right?
The top versus the bottom. What we going with?
Now at first
who are these?
Hold on. Break it down.
Is that Nia Long?
You got Nia Long in the first one. You got Scarlett Johansson, and you got Salma Hayek.
She's hot.
And then the bottom, you got Halle Berry, J Lo, and you got Paula Patton.
Now,
so let's ask them which ones you going with first.
J-Lo
Wait, hold on. Be more. What row you taking?
I'm gonna go with the bottom row.
The bottom row. James, what row you going with?
Down south.
The bottom.
I'm going with the top row.
Yeah, I'm going with the top row.
I'm going with the top. Be more. In less than like 10 cents. Why you going with the row you chose?
She's not all that.
Hey.
Hold on. Let the black man finish. Say that again.
I like her hair color.
Say that
outside.
Wait a minute.
I like that she's a ginger. I like that.
No, say it again. You said she's a Kentucky Fried. Okay, whatever.
She's a Kentucky,
what are you saying?
Okay.
Redhead white woman. I can't do nothing with.
Okay.
And,
that's how you feel.
Nia Long, she does carry the team.
But you know what I'm saying.
That's about it.
That's about
No,
it.
that's about
James, hold on. James, we're all gonna get our turn. James, why?
James, me alone, the only thing I'll be interested in up top.
Okay, but so what about the bottom? What the bottom?
Good with all about.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
I mean, everybody know Holly Berry, baby.
Holly Berry. Okay.
All them joints down low.
So what you saying? You like Paula Patton? Is she Hall of Fame or no?
Okay, look.
Oh, is she gotta be Hall
No,
of
let
Fame?
me.
I'm just asking. Is she bad? She doesn't have to be.
Nah.
Okay. So why do you choose A? Why do you choose the top column?
I choose the top row because for one, it has Nia Long. I don't need to say anything else.
We don't.
Jesus say it then what?
Second, because I had it better. Hold on, I gotta get off because I had it better in my phone.
Okay.
Picture.
Okay.
Go into
So why do you choose them?
Okay, I actually want to mix it up.
No, you can't mix it up.
Okay, I'm not gonna mix it up.
Can't
I
mix it
like
up.
Nia Long. She's aged beautifully.
All right, boom.
Yeah, I like Nia Long. She's aged beautifully. Her titties.
Selma Hayek. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing with Selma.
Scarlett Johansson.
I like her. She played in one of my favorite movies, Transformers.
Transformers. That's Avengers, honey. Avengers.
Whatever the fuck. They all the same.
Avengers.
They're all white
Avengers.
women.
That's Megan Fox.
And then this spicy woman right here.
Yes.
That's okay. I got
She
you.
make you want us outside.
Now look. When AJ first sent this to us, there was no Paula Patton.
No.
He had who, Brian? Lucy Liu?
Yeah, Lucy Liu.
Yeah, Lucy Liu. Right?
I had to change it. I had to change it.
Rip, I was like, oh, top. Bro.
She don't believe you. He's like, you don't belong there.
Lucy Liu doesn't even belong in this joint, G. But what I'm gonna tell you,
we got many y'all.
No, we gotta keep going with this shit.
No.
Yeah, for me, I had the top just because you got a lot of flavors. First of all, Nia Long is the queen. That's a queen. Then Scarlett Johansson. I gotta hit it for the culture just so I can. That's something that I have to explore. I gotta Christopher Columbus that ass, and then Salma Hayek. She's in her 50s now, and she will still ruin niggas' lives. So this is what I'm saying. That don't get me wrong, the bottom is legendary too. Because one, we gotta give it to Holy Berry, J-Lo, whatever. But Paul Patton, she slept on, but she a baddie. But I was gonna ask y'all this, if y'all allow me, because we can't be here more than a minute. I don't know if y'all gonna want to answer it, but I got to answer. I got to ask y'all the questions.
What's up?
All right, who's in the Hall of Fame? And who would you have a threesome with out of that group? And then
I'm not answering that question.
Yes. Who's in the Hall of Fame and who you have a threesome with? Hall of Fame and threesome with? No. James, who's in the Hall of Fame? Who's in the Hall of Fame and which one would you have a threesome with?
AJ always does.
Shut up, nigga. Shut up. Go, James.
I'm gonna go with
Who in the Hall of Fame? Who in the Hall? Who's a shoe-in? Who's a shoe-in in the Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame.
She Hall of Fame, okay.
Holly Berry Hall of Fame.
Who else is Hall of Fame?
And I gotta go with the Traceum. I'm gonna go top right.
So Halle Berry's the only one that's in the Hall of Fame for you on this?
Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Because Hall of Fame, I'm always thinking like
Yes.
older, been there.
No. Hall of Fame is she was fine when she got on, and she was fine when she retired.
Holly Berry.
Holly Berry. Okay, there you go.
mean?
But who else is who else?
The rest of them, we still gotta wait. To see.
Nah.
First of all, can I say
Nia Long is in her 50s.
No,
Holly Berry has
J-Lo is in her
around her
50s.
name.
she has a what?
An asterisk.
Why?
Because she's crazy.
Who gives a fuck? Crazy girls got the best. You know what? Anywho, that's enough saying.
Okay,
I know it's not true, but you know what they say that shit. But Hall of Fame, like Selma's in the Hall of Fame.
It's 4 Hall of Fame.
It's for solid shoe-ins.
It's 4 Hall of Famers up there.
And I hate to say,
And they're both on the end.
Scarlett's going to the Hall.
See, Scarlett isn't Hall of Fame yet.
She would to be determined.
She's definitely going.
She's going.
She's definitely
We gotta see how she aged though.
But Nia is definitely already
Nia's
in there.
definitely Hall of
Halle
Fame.
Berry's in there. Salma Hayek's in there.
J-Lo don't look hard to me now.
She gonna go in there for stats. Okay, now fuck all that. Who you having a threesome with? James, who you having a threesome with? Who you having a threesome with? Real quick. Which one?
Holly and top right.
Okay, who you would have a threesome with?
All of them.
Fuck that.
It's the wrong answer.
For me, I'm having Salma and Nia. And the thing is, if I have those three, any single woman would be no. Yeah, those two. If I have a threesome with, there is no woman by herself that they would ruin me. So I couldn't have that. Can you imagine having Salma and Nia Long on your resume?
I think about them like that.
These queens like
they are queens. I like having queens.
Are we gone?
Yeah.
I like having queens. Nigga, if I have two queens on my arm,
still here, Brian.
I'm King Xerxes out this bitch if I get two of them on my. People like to try to give people that's nothing, guys. And it's like, you guys did this shit too.
When I looked at the documentary on Tulsa, I wanted to.
No, but let me tell you about this fuck ass nigga. And I don't know. My views are my views. I don't want to speak for nobody else because I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you about this fuck ass nigga Trump, dog. He is starting off his re-election campaign with his first rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma on June 19th.
Fucking with us.
June 19th, which is Juneteenth, the day that the slaves were freed. He's having his first rally on Juneteenth in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If people don't think that he knows what he's doing, come on, G. Like, he knows what the fuck he's doing. He's doing like
he's had a rally. What was one of his joints before he became president? Remember, he was joking. He was like, "I can't breathe."
That's what I'm
doing his joint.
Maybe he's exposing us to the real America.
No,
we already know.
Maybe that's
the number one thing.
Like I said, I work with a lot of white people. Since he's came, they're more comfortable now. A lot of them been racist. But he's opening the door. He's laying the red carpet like it's okay to be racist. He's the puppet that's letting it.
Are we gonna be okay with it now?
But this isn't.
That's a whole other story.
I'm not okay with it.
This is not our country.
Right.
So say that then. Don't say that's a whole nother story.
No, it is a whole other story.
I'm not okay with this shit.
We're never okay with it.
That's why, like, me and AJ was having a discussion.
My thing is, what are we gonna do?
We gonna get registered our guns. Get our guns. We get registered. That's what we're doing.
Register what?
Register for what?
Get our gun license.
All right, that's fine. Then what?
And we gonna kill them like the fuck they kill us.
Wait. So you're 13% of the population. You're going against 60%, and then we don't have the resources.
13% of this.
They will take us out like that.
Waiting for one police officer to get killed.
Black people are 13%.
Let that shit happen, and
if you
shit's
think we
gonna pop
can
off.
literally. We just don't have enough numbers.
Okay, shit gonna pop off, but it's not just gonna be black people. It's gonna be some brown people. It might be some white people fighting with us.
You got a little dip on your chip, as Country Wayne would say. First of all, brown people don't even like the fact that they are descendants of black. No.
There is
Yeah. Sit this one out. We not doing.
No.
They always do that shit. Right. They gonna look at us. They go, "What's that mean?"
I got people in my circle.
You think?
No, that's ready to go.
Everybody says that. Yeah, that's not.
That are spiritual people and are trying to uplift our people, and we will bust a gap too. Not. You gotta let me finish.
You said that was spiritual.
You did say spiritual. You did say
but
that.
I said, and we
this is what white people do to
too.
us. You spiritual, huh, LaShawna?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
All right.
AJ.
Most black folk, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
No, time out. I'm not gonna let AJ slide. We're gonna let her LaShawna.
Who is LaShawna?
I'm saying that's what white people do with us.
Because AJ said LaShawna is a typical black woman's name. So he said, okay, so what, you gonna play LaShawna? That's terrible.
Well, my name is Destiny.
That is terrible, AJ.
You know how they think of us.
Is it the brain?
And you know how they think of us. He would be Kennard. Y'all Kennard with the beard. I'm Jamal. Or
no, you're not Jamal.
So we ain't gonna fuck the cops.
Okay.
All right, listen. We do this thing called James Sweets.
I do not participate in this oath because Even though I do not believe that there's a such thing as a good police officer, I do believe that there are good people that are police officers. It's just a job.
Yes, my little sister is a police officer now.
You ain't got to do the pledge.
Nah, he should though.
We just ask for a right hand and we just do the pledge.
Solemnly swear.
I don't even do the pledge of allegiance.
I don't pledge.
You put your right hand. You say, "I pledge allegiance."
I pledge allegiance.
To fuck the cops.
To fuck the cops.
Will I Glocks and texts.
Will I Glocks and texts.
Till we get some respect.
Till we get some respect.
187.
187.
Amen.
Amen.
So how y'all can pledge to that? But gonna say,
look at this. Look how beautiful that is.
But gonna say we 13%, but y'all gonna pledge to that though.
No, but
we just saying.
We just believe in your
right.
If we try to go,
all it takes is that to happen one time.
James, isn't that
and
beautiful?
shit's gonna go.
No, it's not like
time.
Scared?
Are you scared to go to war?
Listen, scared. Say you scared.
I think you're scared.
Let me tell you something.
I think you're scared.
Let me tell you something.
Because it should be all up in the chest.
No, look.
That's not where it comes from.
Look, Brian. Look, we were just having a conversation, AJ.
Let me tell you, I'm one of the most diverse motherfuckers you know. I'm one of the most diverse motherfuckers you know. I was just last weekend. I was with my white folks catfishing.
Okay.
White folks that fuck with black folks. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
catfishing. Like they be teaching me new shit. We be going coon hunting. Like I be doing all kind of shit.
Wait a minute. Say it again.
Raccoon hunting. Like,
please say that.
What? No, but you say nigga, you the coon ain't running.
I don't just say rodent, honey. Don't say that. Yeah.
Like what? We all say.
Time out.
That's a moment. That is a meme.
I was just going to say, give him his $10 back. Give him $10 back.
I need that.
I can't do that.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit though.
Hold on. He meant rodent. He meant rodent, honey, not coon.
Ain't no goddamn rodent.
It don't matter. Don't say coon, honey. Please. Just he was raccoon honey, not coon honey, because boy, no. Because the first time you didn't say the run.
Yeah.
You said coon, and I was like.
We all looked at you like, wait, did we just cut? What the fuck?
That's what you call it, right?
I don't give a shit. Not right now.
You know
Nigga, you better
where that comes from with the dark eyes and.
Boy.
Yeah, just okay. So I'm sorry, James. We didn't mean to interrupt you when you were raccoon hunting.
Right. Catfishing, all that, like wild.
You should have started off with catfishing.
They do all kind of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, you go out with these motherfuckers, dog. You'll see the shit that they got. The shit that they got is some real shit. Your average black friend, you know what I'm saying? Like most of your folks. They probably got mostly handguns. And
no, that's not true, baby. Because my brother had big.
Okay, don't say nothing. No, don't incriminate yourself.
Now look,
that's not true, baby. You must be around all those people, and you think that's all. That's what they got.
No.
But we ain't talking over here, baby.
Now, look.
Whatever y'all talking about, make sure it's legal.
No.
They should be legal.
No. It's legal. So what's wrong when I said that's why we got to get our gun license?
No.
That's what the fuck they did, and they over there locked and loaded in the hills.
Nah, they get most of that shit before. That's why now they're trying to pass shit.
You sound like you on that team.
He's not. He's telling you how it is. He's not on their team. You got to understand how it is.
I don't hear nobody speaking of no white person.
No, you got to speak reality. He's speaking reality.
I get this shit.
It's true.
I do not believe it.
You don't have to believe it. It's the reality.
You don't see it. That's the thing. You only in the city. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not, baby.
So where you be at?
No,
What you mean? I travel.
Where travel? Where you travel?
No, it's
I'm not understanding. Like,
where you be? Like where? Like, do you see both sides of the story?
yes, I do.
Because I heard you say you lived in West Virginia for
right, and I see both sides of the story. Like I really do.
Both sides of the story. You do understand that these white people are armed as fuck.
Yes.
As
so
fuck.
that's what I'm saying. Why can't we as well?
They armed.
That's all I'm saying.
They armed politically, mechanically. They armed all over the place.
We are some gun licenses motherfuckers. Now I want to say B's right over motherfucking.
But where you buying your ammo from?
It doesn't matter.
The white people.
It does matter.
So you think if you buying the ammo from, they ain't got trillions more? Like
no,
they lost and loaded.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
like
I am probably like the one that you were speaking on that has like only handguns. But I could speak. Her uncle got the shotty. It's niggas in our family.
Anybody over 18 get a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all that shit with long dicks and drums. I'm telling you some good shit. With drums, like I'm telling you some good shit.
Assault rifles. I don't really deal with the assault rifles.
But then listen, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. So let's say. Let's say, all right, you got a cousin that got AK long dick, 100 round drums.
Yeah.
He not shooting his shit every weekend. He not shooting his shit every day like them. Them motherfuckers got lame. Where I go, where they go raccoon hunting and all that shit.
We all know they got all these steps ahead of us.
That's what I'm saying.
We all know that though.
Like they get off work and go in the backyard and they can practice shooting every day.
Right.
Where we gotta wait for some shit to pop off to practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take your illegal shit into the gun range.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
People that I know that have those guns are licensed.
Oh, okay. Good.
So they go to the gun range for that
But it's
shit.
not a lot.
That's what he said. Just because you know if you don't mean everybody else.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure B's situation, but I would probably say B's probably the only person in our family that doesn't have a gun license.
Yeah.
Which he need to get one.
I'm gonna get one on Juneteenth.
I don't know what the fuck he doing.
No, you need to do that before that.
I didn't even go to fuck the cops. Y'all didn't even let me go.
Okay, go to fuck the
We got
cops.
stuck on Coon and shit.
No, he said cool, and I was like, what?
We all had to go.
My head was down.
You clarified it.
As little melanin I got, it came alive. It was like
Okay. All right. So this week's fuck the cops is cops is not coming back on TV, and
that's a beautiful thing.
Did y'all watch Cops? Huh?
I did.
I used to watch it growing up in my grandmother's house.
I didn't like that shit.
Because of what's going on.
And they shouldn't. I mean, like, fuck that.
You know what's crazy though? Out of all the reality TV, that was the most reality TV.
Slim.
Was it?
Yes.
Reality TV is fake as fuck.
Cops and
But that joint is like kind of still real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying.
And the irony is, they played a black man's voice in the intro. God help us. Did you ever think about that?
That's like Morgan Freeman.
No, that's not. I don't know. I'm not even gonna.
Not Morgan Freeman. Who's the nigga that do the Austin?
No, Marley. I don't know which. I know it's a black man's voice. How do you play a black man's voice to arrest black men? Think of the fucking balls that they had doing that.
That's the thing that I liked about Cops.
No.
Is that
you used to watch it?
Fuck Cops.
Yeah. I love Cops.
You watch it at my house?
No.
I hate Cops.
That's the misconception about Cops.
What's up?
Because they posted these stats today when Cops was canceled, and I do this because I love Cops from
yeah, this just happened.
Cops. Majority of the people arrested on Cops
are white. We get it.
White.
We get it.
And I love rooting for the black criminals to get away. I love rooting for the stupid criminals to get caught. Like, look at this stupid ass nigga hiding this shit.
Right, but
some other thing that was really weird.
Yes, please go. Let's just go to something other than protest. I'm tired.
I gotta go to something that was very weird.
Yes, please.
It's gonna be the same.
It's gonna be the same.
It's gonna be sort of the same.
What happened?
Hopefully, there's no stuff in the
I need you guys to speak on that.
Okay.
Jameis Winston, he said that he's the best QB.
He didn't say he was the best QB.
He's the best, like,
no, he said he has historical stats.
What does QB stand for? Like quarterly
QB? No, you're talking about QBR. Are you talking about QB rating?
Who is he though?
Jameis Winston is a quarterback. He was a quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and now he is a backup quarterback for the Saints. So when he was
third string.
No, he's second. Yeah, he might well be.
He
third
might be third.
He might be
because they just paid Taysom Hill more.
Exactly. No, but the thing is, he was talking about that he has certain like historical stats. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah, on both sides.
On both sides.
On both sides.
But I get where a brother did say this though. He was like, but Peyton Manning and Eli, they threw for 28 interceptions.
Yeah.
Brett Favre, as we know, is the gunslinger.
Yeah.
But look at the criticism that Winston gets that those white men didn't get.
He wasn't even nearly as good as
no. Time out.
How do you know that though? How do you know that? No. But did he have? But did he have the team that any of those guys had?
We can't go on.
Yes, you can. Name the team.
Did he have the team?
No, you know why? Because name the running back that
you can only
Winston
play
had.
the hand that you're dealt.
No, you can't.
Yes,
Because you already know that the NFL they design certain things for certain players.
AJ,
you know
Tom
this.
Brady better than Peyton Manning?
No.
Okay, but we're still going to
No,
give Peyton Manning's props. But
we give Peyton Manning's
Tom Brady had the better team.
He had the better team and a better coach.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
which makes a team.
Exactly. So when it comes to I can't even think of his name right now. Yeah. So when it comes to Jameis, yes, you threw a lot of touchdowns. But my man, you threw 30 interceptions.
This is true.
And like 7 of which got
you gotta always look deeper than that.
No,
you do because you gotta look at it like this. If you're in a system where it's designed to go down the field,
your wide receivers are not paid to tackle. Your linemen are not paid to tackle.
And when you throw that interception, you the last nigga to tackle. You far behind.
Okay, what is your line supposed to do?
Your mistake.
Your line is
You're
supposed
the last result of defense for your
not
mistake.
necessarily. Your line is supposed to protect. So Ron, Ron, let's answer this question. Let's say this. Let's say this. It is Brian's job to protect you from.
Jameis had 4 seconds and throw an interception.
Right, but at the same time,
I've seen him drop back in a perfect pocket and throw.
You know what? Another time, but did you also see that his receiver said, "I fucked that play up. I ran the wrong route," or the line said, "We didn't give him enough protection," or the design of the play. Here's the thing. Do you know what a vertical offense means? Do you know what an option route means for wide receivers? What does an option route mean?
It means if the safety's there, you can go here.
No. It's also the criticism is basically meaning it's to the receiver's discretion of what the. But what if the receiver
and the receiver have to read the play?
But what if that receiver makes that dear mistake?
So we gotta move on. Hurry
I'm
up.
about to ask, what's the point of this?
We gotta move on. But
I don't know what
he want to get his appreciation. He want his flowers, like he said. That's what it is about.
He said he was the best QB.
No, not.
They are trying to put Jameis Winston and RG3 in the same boat.
And they should not do that because Winston was is a far better quarterback and yes he is.
College wise,
AJ, I would throw this gummy bear at you.
Don't throw it at me then.
Look.
You are not going to besmirch Jameis Winston in front of me.
The only difference between RG3 and Jameis Winston is that RG3 got injured.
Exactly, and now he's backing up. This nigga was perfectly healthy.
RG3
and he lost his job.
Jameis never had the potential or the ability of RG3. Don't you ever?
Are you serious? So you really think niggas wouldn't have figured him out? Is that another reason why he didn't last? He's a runner. All you have to do is he didn't read routes and plays like that.
His starter's a runner and he's still dogging.
No, they had a system that the league wasn't. What is the one thing that the NFL does best in offense and defense? They adjust. After that, they adjusted to him, and it was a wrap.
Who for Lamar Jackson?
No, not Lamar. For RG, for Robert.
No. Listen to what he's saying. He's saying 2012.
His rookie season, they didn't know. They didn't know about him.
He said 2012. The NFL adjusted to RG.
No. The next season after that, they adjusted.
He didn't play the next season because during that season. During his rookie season was the year that they played the Ravens, and
they got hurt. He got hurt. He got hurt. The beginning of the end from him. Hear me. Do you know what the beginning of the end with him when he got hit by the Atlanta Falcons linebacker? That was the end of him. Right? You know why? He was never the same after that play.
He was never the same after he got hit by the Ravens.
No, the Falcons dude hit him in the head. He was done by then.
AJ.
He was done by then. The Falcons game is what.
Do you know why he hit him in the head?
Why? Because he wouldn't slide. He wouldn't slide. That was his problem. They would always say, "You need to slide and stop taking these risks." He took risks that he shouldn't have took.
It was never the same after.
That is DMV news, nigga. That is DMV news.
Yeah, let him go.
It's Redskins.
But I'm gonna tell you this, James Winston.
The Redskins are
DMV
crappy
news.
anyway.
Exactly.
They racist anyway.
DMV news.
They are racist.
Nigga, play it.
DMV news. Calm down.
Come on, play it.
Calm down.
We just turned to
I'm
ESPN.
about to say, I felt attacked sitting between y'all.
What'd you say?
I felt attacked sitting here.
All she felt was hot breath.
All right.
Sorry.
DC news.
I'm sorry. What?
All right. It's like local news for, you know what I'm saying. Can somebody give me some go-go music? Can somebody, anybody, nobody?
I can't do that. I'm an outsider. I'm a Floridian, so if I do it, it's disrespect. So y'all can do it. All three of y'all got amnesty. That's what I'm saying. Hey, no. That's his Arlington side coming out of him. Stop it. Stop it. We do not want these niggas coming over here.
DMV news is
How about next week you let us know beforehand that you want some go-go?
Yeah, please don't do that. Don't do that.
Go on YouTube.
Yeah,
Like-
nigga, please don't do that.
This nigga just...
How you worse than me? Like, don't do that.
No, can you just come out nowhere? Ain't
Quiet.
nobody got nothing.
all right. DMV news. There's a white dude in Virginia. He blew himself off. He was an incel. He was trying to bomb hot cheerleaders. If
Wait.
you guys don't know what an incel is a white dude. It's a male that doesn't get any pussy for a long time.
We know what an incel is.
And he has some hatred towards women.
No, I'm asking you a question.
That's
You
why
said
they
he
get
blew
a
himself like he sucked his dick?
Yeah, or did he shoot
blew his hand
himself?
off? He blew
What's that on
hand
his
off.
face?
He was trying to set up a bomb, but he blew himself up.
Oh, good for him.
Okay.
Good for him.
He was trying to blow up cheerleaders.
Nice.
So do you guys know that there's a lot of
This
white
is a
dudes
lifetime
Yes.
movie.
that want that they don't get no pussy.
That-
They're like,
yeah, it's called
Actually,
cops.
white
They're
dudes-
called cops. A lot of those cops do that because they attack them because they.
I'm speaking bitch.
No, not all of them. No, it depends. No, it depends. You're talking about the McNulty's. I'm talking about the fucking ones that never got the ass. That's why they attack people that look like you and me. You're talking about.
You and me was.
You already know what it is. We're not even
The
gonna
bars
go.
don't know that they never got ass.
Yes, they do. Because here's the
The
thing.
fact they got a uniform is
No,
automatic.
it's not. It's not.
It is.
Yes, it is. That's a woman right here telling you.
What cop? He's
Okay.
probably a PG cop.
AJ, a lot of cops. AJ, cops get.
I'm not saying cops don't, but I'm saying those particular
I'm telling
ones.
you.
okay,
They be married and be having
we got to
bitches
move
on
on
the
to the
side.
next one.
All right, we'll move on to the next one then. Move on to the next one.
Incels, fuck them.
Fuck them, of course.
But black incels, that's what I'm.
Black incels are worse.
Dudes
They're
that
lower
don't get
than
no
dirt.
pussy.
They are lower than
We're
dirt.
gonna go to dudes that don't get no pussy and they're older. All right. In the DMV,
Jesus, man.
this was recent. Some
Oh,
dude
we
posted this. It was
Nanny
repost.
Hill.
This happened around Haley
Girl.
Barrels
Yeah.
Northeast. You know,
Yeah.
I go off the exit a lot. Watch out for this creek.
Little girls around selling them to hop in his car. Yesterday, me and my friend had to go
Alright.
save a
Damn, them glasses are work miracles.
Don't they? Cause this TV small as hell.
Like,
I'm gonna show you the dude. Alright, listen. Oh, wait, fuck this shit. Hold on.
them edibles kicked in, see?
He posted a picture. He posted a picture.
I'm gonna show you the car. And
Okay.
I'm gonna show you the dude.
Alright, go
But
ahead, G.
it sort of reminded me of my dad. That's why it got me freaked out.
Really?
Oh, God.
Really?
We talk
Which dad?
I'm
I'm sure.
Alright, somebody told this dude try to mess with a 13-year-old.
Oh,
We end up had to call Uber for this little girl after this man won't leave her alone. Thank God he drove off before Uber pulled up. Because only God knows what would have done. Maybe follow the Uber. Y'all just keep a lookout for this young black kids, because sick-minded people like this is preying on them. By the way, we need to file a police report on them. Alright, I'm going to show you the car. Anyway,
By the way, we did follow this.
What is that? Oh.
it's one of those midlife crisis cars. You know what I'm saying? So this was around Northeast, right?
Yeah.
So y'all better be careful out there. There's a lot of I remember in high school when young girls used to like the older dudes.
That still happens to this day, but go ahead.
So y'all better be careful.
Yeah.
Older dudes and cops.
Yep.
Older dudes and
This
cops.
is why-
Apparently.
No, this is why the community needs to get together because it's children that's coming up, and it really breaks my heart because I have 2 nieces, and like my niece is 10 years old now. My oldest niece is 10, and I'm afraid for her. Like these creeps have to stop. That's why
times change.
Times have changed.
this been going on for years.
I work for the school system, and like I've pulled up at a middle school to do some work. And like I had to go fix a fence, and I went to the back gate, and when I pulled around my truck, I see. I mean, they both was young. You know what I'm saying? It was a guy and a girl.
Did you see?
Like the little girl was giving the dude head in the back.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you say something like, "Hey, whoa, stop! What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I'm telling your mother. Come on, we go to the principal's office. It takes a village.
Once I pulled up, they took off. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing I could do was let, you know what I'm saying, I went back into the office and let administration know. But, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I feel you.
there was no cameras. There was no way they would have found out.
I went outside to fix the fence and I saw a young lady sucking some dick. I just want y'all to know.
But I was like, the dude was a bama because like he was already standing up. So once he saw you, he took off. She had to get her shit together. He pulled his face off. You know what I'm saying? Like he took off. Yo, left shorty. You know what I'm saying? Snap the motherfucking whole head off. Yeah. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, right? Like, nobody make sure your girl get away with you. You know what I'm saying? But obviously that wasn't his girl. You know what I'm saying? That was.
And that was in middle school?
Yeah, that was middle school. That's what nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Like,
even in my day, I've been out of high school now for 10 years. Just on the 10th. Oh my gosh. Yesterday. Anyways. But when I was in middle school, girls were sucking dick. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
y'all wasn't doing it right there.
Yes, people were in the alleys and stuff.
Nobody was trying to suck around dick in middle school. Shit was terrible.
Yeah. You get all teethuses.
That is so sad.
But nah, shit wild. Like even you got elementary kids smoking weed now. You know what I'm saying? Like
each generation,
and it's normal now.
Each generation gets worse and worse.
Because the things that
they're exposed.
I didn't smoke so high school. Me personally.
Yeah, but we it's different now, and especially with the further generations, babies are having babies now.
Right.
See, back in the day, 28 was like,
No,
now,
you don't have a freshman coming into
that's what I'm saying. So
already pregnant.
Right. It's so babies are having babies
during the summer
and then there's so dysfunction in the homes now. But not at the rate that they have. But
I had my sister.
Right.
She was in 11th grade.
No, I get and I like how you said that because back in the day, even in the early 1900s, you had 40-year-olds fucking with 13-year-olds. So that's always been there. But we're talking to the point now where there's no balance anymore.
Yeah. All right, no balance. That's a damn shame. All right, so next next DMV news is shout out to our DMV black owned hair shops.
There you go.
Here's just a list of a few.
Let me see.
Black owned beauty supply stores
I need that,
to
man.
go to instead of Beauty for You, because apparently Beauty for You is like people are not like it's fuck them right now. So number 1 is in DC, Marlow Heights. Marie Beauty Supply in DC, Georgia Beauty Supply in DC, NBS, Alexandria, okay, all right. Beauty Plus, Baltimore, Silver Spring Beauty Supply, and Apex Beauty in Camp Springs. Where's Camp Springs at?
How do we know they're black owned for sure?
It's like below Suitland, but
Camp Springs is right after Suitland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right after like Oxon Hill and all that.
How do we know this is factual though?
That's what.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can always
Google
it. Yeah, you can always Google.
Because we gotta start investing, especially black women. Y'all spend like millions on health care.
That's why I go to my little cousin and a black girl to get my lashes.
So if y'all gotta be in part of the fucking frontal wig business, but apparently, let's go to the next DMV news. When you talk about busboys and poets, someone posted, next thing for the DMV to do is stop supporting busboys and poets. I worked there for 6 years, and the lies about their culture are staggering. This is not a black-owned business.
I knew that though.
Busboys and poets.
They came out like that. They lied to us.
I knew it wasn't black owned.
I wouldn't even think.
I still like.
I don't even go there, but I wouldn't even think it is.
It's our culture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I still.
You come in my house, you see the same shit.
I mean, it is what.
And I cook the same food.
I don't know. I'm gonna look into it.
Yes, I
love that salmon slim.
Yeah.
Nah, that food been sleeping a little bit lately.
What, man? That salmon is top notch. All the time.
They have people like.
I don't even want to eat fish from any restaurant ever again. Like unless when I go out of town. Like, I was in Puerto Rico and like, have you ever had fresh fish?
Yes, I have.
That's the only fish I want from now on.
I don't blame you. You're supposed to. You're
other
supposed
countries,
to.
Yeah, I had some motherfucking black snapper. Yeah, like I never even heard of that. I thought it was only red snapper.
Right.
The Bama pulled out a red snapper and then he put the black snapper next to it. I was like, let me get that black snapper. Yeah.
You got a little twang to
I know what I like.
A little what?
Like a twang, like a Virginia accent, like deep country.
I mean, my folks from Georgia.
Okay.
I spent a lot of my childhood down
That's why you're a Falcons fan.
Dublin, Georgia.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the topic. One of the topics of the night is we're gonna talk about one of this. We want to talk about supporting black business. We're gonna talk about artists.
What that thing tastes like, bro?
I'm definitely feeling. That's why I'm slow walking it right
Talk to
now.
these people.
He about to
Tell the people.
If he fall out.
Because I see the, it's a little rock back and forth.
As he do say.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't get out raccoon right. He's like, coon. Coon hunting. I was coon hunting with white people. Woo! Nigga, I am so glad we had to correct you. We had to, that was for your safety.
Your face was going up, and my head was turning like, what?
My head was in my phone. I just looked up like,
I just want to say shout out to Ice Cube. He's been actually representing lately on.
Protect
Don't speak that into the universe.
I said protect him.
He's been posting weird shit lately.
No, not weird shit.
If like, yo, is this someone hacked his phone?
No, it's not weird shit. He's posting real shit.
But he's always been like that.
No, that's not me. Yeah, he's always been like that.
Because he had the nation.
He just speaks
his security.
He's just a man who speaks his mind.
Were y'all surprised at what he was
No,
saying?
I'm not surprised. He's just calling things out the way he is. I don't think he's being anti-Semitic. It's like this. The man is
They always saying something about somebody being anti-Semitic. But y'all niggas be racist as fuck to black people. So what you call that?
There it is. You just said it. It's like this. The man is just speaking.
And we're not the niggas. Y'all the niggas. Because when I see y'all little white little kids acting like fools, that's the definition of a nigga. Because my people have elevated over the years.
I mean, it's like this. Talk that shit. It's just like this. Ice Cube is just speaking his opinions. But that doesn't mean he's anti-Semitic. Sometimes you just gotta call a spade a spade.
Exactly.
Like it's like how we're talking about how white people have oppressed this country. Oh, y'all racist or y'all hating. No, we're just speaking how it is. This is the reality. Facts over feelings. I love using that expression. Facts over feelings.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't give a fuck how you feel about what it is. Of course you're gonna feel a certain way because I'm exposing you.
Exactly.
Did y'all see his the thing he posted about all we have to do is stand up? Did y'all see this?
Yes, I saw it.
Have you ever seen this Illuminati type?
As far as what?
Yeah, I've seen that plenty of times. Yes,
Y'all seen it before?
No, I've never.
I have. But I just look at it like this. We don't know what that man was saying, but I don't feel like he was trying to
What did he say? What did he say exactly?
And then he put these out there like
he posted this weird cube, black cube, and
remember
it
he
had
has
like the
different locations, Manhattan.
The 7-star David.
Yeah. So they call him anti-Semitic and
He's not.
XXL.
You know who haven't said anything? Speaking of Jews, Tiffany Haddish.
She did say something.
Did she? I apologize.
She spoke on the George Floyd thing, but
yeah.
She's not really vocal.
So are y'all happy about Are y'all happy about those black celebrities speaking out?
It's like this.
Go ahead.
I don't care what color or race. I want my black people to do more than just speak out. I want us to take action financially, socially, all those things is all gravy, but talking about it and being about it is two different things. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
But I feel like what?
I was gonna say, all of us in this room, there's like 5 of us in here. We can all put our money together and build something for ourselves. Invest in the property, flip that property, and continue making capital. You know, but we're so conditioned to when money get in it, it get funny. We gotta lose that, because if we put we put all our money together to move forward for your children, for your child, or for your wife, for your family, period, your legacy.
Legacy.
That's what it's really about. We gotta use one another the proper way. Because I'm not sitting next to you for no reason.
Of course.
Like, I didn't come here today for no reason. Everything gotta be a purpose and plan.
Agreed.
Factual. No, I agree 1,000% with everything you just said. Cause that's the truth. Like, shit won't change until we change. Like,
there it is.
Cause the oppressor is going to oppress. But once they realize that we ain't going for the oppression anymore,
there it is.
Because shit can only, like, I saw my man AJ's, you know what I'm saying, spiritual advisor. It was a Tupac video where Tupac was talking about how he's outside of a hotel room, and inside the hotel room they're having a party and they're eating every day. And he said the people outside the room they're singing, "We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in." This is the 1960s. Then eventually goes to, "We're hungry, give us some food. We're hungry, give us some food." Then it goes to, "We're hungry, we want some food." About to kick down the door. Then eventually,
the door's kicked down.
Yeah, I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting, because it's like, you can only march, you can only sing, you can only
so much
for so long until the point comes where you have to take it.
And that's what the one thing that white America doesn't want to admit. It's like the hypocrisy. That's why we were talking about earlier, the outside world knows. It's like, but historically, you took shit by force. That's how you got shit done.
These
monuments and that's why the world is like, they're looking at it like, but how you gonna say this? But you did this to get where you are. How you do this?
I just want to say that y'all. Well, it started. Got you, Champagne, Dusty. It didn't get to Sweets on when. Did you feel like what? Are you supporting Ice Cube and what he was saying? He was speaking out. He was vocal against the man in the system, and he didn't care about his job or white money, white mommy and daddy giving him money.
I mean, that's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, he's a legend, so he's gonna be fine.
Okay, well, a couple of y'all in this room. You said he's 5 of them in here. A couple of y'all had y'all tap shoes on, and y'all was smelling the little biscuits. So.
The fuck are you talking
about? A couple of y'all was on the Coon. Y'all wasn't on the Coon train, but y'all had tickets.
What are you talking
about? I've always been giving this. I've been giving this since I came out the room. Okay.
Coon train is coming.
And Brian, I'm gonna need you to talk to us before you make.
Black on black crime.
Before you make shit like this.
Is this real?
Yeah, wait a minute.
No, this is some shit Brian made. I need you to talk to us about
what did we do to put us in this category? What are you talking about?
All right.
I mean, y'all were going against me when I was saying, fuck the white people, I'm tired of talking about it.
We're not talking.
Let me finish. Hold on.
I got my fist
Y'all said
Black power.
y'all need to worry about you being to work on each other first. Y'all sound like Lil Wayne and Terry Crews.
No,
Terry Crews, wait a minute!
What are you talking about?
Terry Crews! He's been a producer and enticing us. That's what he's doing.
We never said that. Nobody ever said that. We didn't say that.
Lil Wayne said we need to work on ourselves.
No. I said
it's our fault.
Exactly. Nobody said
now you sound like a white man just twisting words. We never said that shit. We never said that.
Too long.
Look, nigga, ain't nobody said it's our fault.
Right, we never said that.
Ain't nobody
How come
saying.
y'all ain't say y'all not going against Lil Wayne?
We don't give a fuck.
No. And it's funny. It's funny because I got a memory on Facebook 4 days ago. And
Terry
it
Crews
said-
ain't never did shit for us though.
And it was about Lil Wayne because Lil Wayne said some similar shit when they asked him to do Black Lives Matter, and Lil Wayne said some stupid shit like 3 or 4 years ago about.
But nobody cares because he didn't graduate high school.
That's what I said. I was like, yo, why would I care what Lil Wayne has to say about anything?
Exactly.
Like this is the old Dave Chappelle joke
Yes.
about 9/11 and them calling Ja Rule. Hey, we got Ja Rule on the line. Let's see what he thinks about this.
Right.
Where's Ja? I don't give a fuck about where Ja Rule or what Lil Wayne thinks about anything.
Right. They are people with
Lil
money.
Wayne, like now, it's certain rappers that I look to for.
If Jay-Z come and say some fuck shit.
If Jay-Z was to say something like this, I'd be like, damn. If T.I. was to say something like this, I'd be like, damn. Because these people have stood on their platform over multiple years, decades now, like standing up for certain rights and causes. Lil Wayne,
He always been who he
Put
was.
music out.
he puts words together very well.
Yes.
Sweets, what about you?
What?
Lil Wayne, what do you think about Lil Wayne saying how it's our fault? George Floyd is our fault.
What do you mean by our
He did
fault?
not say that.
He did say that. He did say that.
He didn't say his death was our fault. But
It's black people's fault.
He was basically saying
All
that.
this police brutality and all that stuff.
So maybe he's more so saying like we let it go too far to get to that extent.
Nah, that's what he was saying, because he was saying like he's from New Orleans where cops have been beating up black people for the last 40, 50 years, killing black people for the last 100 years. He's saying now it's 2020 and we got all these cameras to videotape shit. We should have been.
It's been happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He was saying this ain't nothing new.
I'm gonna have to put Lil Wayne on the Coon train.
Yeah, I don't care.
Right.
Like you expect people to defend Lil Wayne.
Nobody's nobody.
Zero percent.
Ever since he started looking like Whoopi Goldberg.
No, I'm not even
Make sure you support Ishtalk TV.
Right.
We got some clothing. Make sure you go check us out on there.
Dope ass shit right here.
UTCDMV.com. We got t-shirts. We got some clothing, booty shorts for the chicks.
For Cheeks of the Week, ladies. If you want to send those videos, then we're also we will support it.
We will support it.
We will support it.
That's true. All right, now let's get to one of our other topics of the night. Was we're actually gonna go to a break. And y'all need to refill y'all drink.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm good, G. I'm about to. Well, actually, I will refill. This
I'm good, but
All right, we're gonna go to a break. We'll be right back with Ishtalk TV.
So I'm sitting here with my good friend, and she told me she bought B.Simone's book. As I just wanted to see what the book looked like, and just look at the quality of this book, y'all. This is a book that she sold to people online. Y'all bought this, not me. Looks like a magazine. And just look at the quality of it looks like copied pages. Don't let the flash fool you into thinking that it looked like something, okay? It's just a little flash. Look at this, what she sold these people. I'm finna write a book for y'all.
Oh, all right. It was I'm about to load it up. It was Terrence J. He was actually trending on Twitter. Y'all
because it was shit at Marlon, but they said that was scripted, so it doesn't matter.
It was scripted.
You didn't see that? He put it on his IG that they were doing like a parody or some shit, and Marlon wrote it, but I mean,
that was a parody.
Oh, okay. 106.
Because they had him going sounding crazy. Like
Let's see.
he was going off on Marlon Wayans on IG Live about how Marlon basically got put on for his family, and if it wasn't for Keenan, he wouldn't be nowhere.
Yeah, we love Keenan.
No, but he's saying that Marlon wouldn't be who he was if it wasn't for Keenan.
You know how many if we take away Robert Townsend, if we take away Keenan Ivory Wayans, and we take away
Mario Van Peebles.
Who?
I would say Mario came after them.
No, Mario Van Peebles is before all of them. That is the dude who.
Mario Van Peebles, the one.
Melvin Van Peebles. I'm sorry, his father.
Okay.
Melvin Van Peebles. I
I'm
apologize. Melvin Van Peebles was a black director in the 60s and 70s.
What did he direct?
Western black movies.
Okay.
Things of that. No, but he directed good shit. But his son Mario followed in his footsteps and did some real dope shit. New Jack City, Posse, things of that nature. I meant Melvin Van Peebles. I'm sorry.
But what these black men did during the 80s, as far as Keenan Ivory Wayans, Robert Townsend, and it's like two more. I feel bad that
you talking about John Singleton and Spike Lee?
Yes. No. John was later. But
John was 1990. Spike Lee was the 80s.
That's what I'm saying. Spike Lee and then somebody else.
I got the video.
But I feel these people literally started hundreds of black.
Yeah, they're legends. The Waynes are legends. All of them.
And Living Color alone.
And watching this video, I understand because like that they did
Hollywood
say
Shuffle.
they did say that it was fake.
Yeah.
But Terrence J.
It's
like. Originally watching it, I was like, "Yo, Terrence, you fucked up."
Yeah.
Don't you ever speak against Keenan Ivory
Exactly.
Don't you ever speak against Keenan Ivory
It took me back to 1 and 6 and Park when he did Roxy Bad.
Well, the thing is, it's like about Terrence. It's like, nigga, out of everybody, who is you? Like Terrence, like I don't even understand like how you even got to where you got. Like you're not a Marlon. He ain't the Waynes.
He built himself up from 1 and 6 and Park. Come on now, you gotta respect.
So many people. Let me ask you this. Nah, when you think of 106,
hold on.
They raised me. They raised me.
I'm bigger.
I'm great because of the tribe. They don't even respect the tribe.
You knew Marlon was joking.
Yeah, and that's what they were talking about.
yeah, they said it was a joke.
You got people that get put on, and you got people that build themselves up.
Exactly, he built himself up.
Yeah, people that build themselves up, like Terrence J.
So fuck it. It was fake. Alright, let's go to the next shot on my timeline. One thing when coming out of this quarantine and this pandemic is going back out to restaurants and going back with the public and everything. And one thing I just thought would be we got to get rid of when going to restaurants is trying to do extra shit. You ever go out with somebody and they be trying to get the food for free?
Yes.
And that takes so much, like it ruins the experience for you.
Yeah, because you doing all this arguing and trying.
Yes, you're doing the most. Yeah, nobody wants.
See, now look, I have no problem with us going out and enjoying ourselves, paying for this. If something goes wrong, then yeah, we deserve to be compensated. But don't go overboard with this shit. Like, I hate people that are rude to the waitress or the waiter. I hate people that intentionally look for fuck ups in restaurants. Like, Slim, can we enjoy ourselves? Like, the restaurants opened last Friday, I believe.
Outdoor seating.
Yeah. I went Tuesday to like my
your date?
to my first little restaurant, and I've been missing restaurants forever. Like, that motherfucking order for pickup ain't the same as when you sit and they got somebody bring you drinks and shit.
Very
So
true.
Tuesday I finally went out for the first time and it was like, man, this is amazing. Like,
It is.
it just felt good. Like, to just be out, and the outside weather was amazing. But as far as like people that look to disturb the meal with a fucking I don't like this.
Well, in their defense, though, we've been in quarantine for about like 3-4 months. Those restaurants,
shit better be perfect.
Exactly. So you've been planning for this.
How though? If they ain't been practicing, they've been at home.
Trust me, corporations ain't shut everything all the way down.
I saw a couple of videos where people are putting, like, you see right now that people are trying to put hair in food just to get that shit for free.
Oh my
Have you ever done? Know somebody that been in that situation?
No, I don't hang around people like that.
Yeah, that's just.
And I'm like,
Don't nobody need that energy.
Honestly, I'm the type where if I got hair in my food, I'm gonna let them know. I'm gonna get another joint, and
you try to make it a big
it
deal?
depends on how
I'm
they
not
act.
even gonna make it. No, I'm not gonna make it. I'm just ask for
Can
another
I
drink.
get another
You know what I'm saying? And then
can I get another plate?
you can throw me another drink for free, and I'm gonna still pay for my meal. Like And I'm not gonna dick the waiter. I'm like, cause the waiter or whatever probably. I'ma still tip her. You know what I'm saying? Him or her. I'ma still tip them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you just got certain people out there who just are extra for no reason. That's it.
That shit be throwing.
They just extra for no reason.
But the shit that do throw me off is the bartenders and waiters and servers who like kind of demand a tip.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Like you might give them the 15 or 18% and they looking at you like, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Like chased out of busboys, matter of fact.
Ooh. You got
on
chased?
14th Street. I was in high school. Listen, went and had something to eat, paid for my food. Because the service wasn't even all that. Paid for my food. We walking out. The waitress came to us. We were out the door. Excuse me, y'all forgot the tip. We looked at her.
Are you serious?
Girl, please. And walked out.
Damn. Did you walk?
Yeah, she was different.
You walked out.
So
I paid for my
how much?
So you gave her a 0 tip?
How much did you
Yes,
get?
I did not tip.
Oh, that's it. Oh, come on.
But how about the carryout plate? Like if you like during the quarantine.
Carryout.
I mean, not literally Chinese food, but I'm talking about like carryout. Like like during the quarantine, you go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You get your wings, and they're like, "Would you like to leave a tip?" I'm like, "Damn, you know what I'm saying? I just ordered my shit to go. Why am I tipping you?"
Right. What do you?
Now I will say this: during the quarantine, I wasn't giving 15 or 18% tip. But when I would go to like Fridays, I would go to because the two places I went to all the time was Fridays and the little hibachi place up the street.
Right.
Yeah, so I was always going these places.
Taboo?
Nah. Yeah.
Laurel.
Yeah, Laurel. So I would always give them like $4 or $5 on top of the bill, but it wasn't like I wasn't giving them the full tip. But it was just like
looking out.
Yeah, because it's like some, you know what I'm saying. I understand when
a couple extra dollars, no problem.
Or like at Fridays, I would always give the little dude because it's the same black dude that like runs the food out. I would always give him the tip. It's like Cause it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's different. Like
you're really doing something.
Yeah, it's
bringing me the food.
It's different during this little quarantine shit like right now.
So what's that with the money the government supposed to be giving the people?
You mean stimulus package? I mean they gave that to them already.
$1,200
once,
but I know but you already see that's why they open shit back up. So we already know
why
what
we can't get reparations?
We ain't paying y'all again.
Right, that's what they say.
Look. Trump definitely ain't doing it after like all the shit that's going on
now.
Enough he wants y'all to forget about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like honestly though, I kind of feel like
he's grabbing the cup, guys.
I kind of feel like the George Floyd joint like was like some setup type shit.
It could be.
It was like to take our mind away from Corona and all that.
Listen,
I
thought about. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
I thought about that. The top of the year. It's a new decade. For everybody, Kobe dies. Not only did Kobe die.
Damn, you done knocked over the
I'm
king.
sorry, I done got those pipes up. Not only did Kobe die.
It's been something new.
Yes. And it's only June.
Yeah.
So,
he prepared. Some shit is coming.
January, Kobe died. February, we got COVID. March, we got aliens. They literally
wildfires in Australia for a couple months. They couldn't put out like kangaroos getting burnt up.
They said, hey guys, like the
Killer Hornets.
So the Pentagon and NASA both said, hey, there are these unidentified flying objects flying around on camera. They gave us video, and we didn't give a shit about it because it was like, hold on, we broke right now.
Right.
Then after that, they gave us the Killer Hornets. Then after that, they gave us a parallel universe.
Hold on, let's go back to March. Let's go back to March real quick. They said an asteroid was going to hit the Earth on March 7th. I remember because I went to the Millennium Tour.
Yeah, it missed.
Wow. How did it miss and y'all knew it was going to hit us on this day?
Next chapter on my timeline is
y'all don't want to talk about this conspiracy, they real.
We got to move on to conspiracy. We got to go to another conspiracies that need to be cleared up. This chick is always asking why niggas always want me to have their babies but ain't committing. Please translate.
What?
I will try to translate.
That's her fault.
That sounds hella toxic.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
that's toxic. Oh,
yes.
Asking the chick How come you had no babies?
Slim, look,
Yeah.
I have a
That's
child.
toxic.
No, look, I have a child. The only reason that this woman had a child because I saw myself with her for the long haul.
Right.
You can't just
Still
be saying, huh?
Still with her?
Nah. I can't see myself like, hey, let's have a child or let me put this baby in you. And
we ain't gonna be together.
yeah,
That's some future
wild
shit.
as fuck to me.
And I'm
But
not
what about a
saying.
slip up?
It's a slip up.
I don't do those big dogs.
But also, what about those? You just want to be like, ah! You just want to be naked. You just want no condom. You just want to be raw.
That's just
Then that's why they got
You just
Plan
want to
B.
conquer that shit.
Nah, you just
See now,
no.
look, I've done this.
You understand that?
I've
You
experienced
understand?
this.
You did?
I love that life you
You
live.
done?
But
Alright.
what I will say is this: ain't no babies coming from that. Because I'm not gonna let no
You got
babies
that Plan B
come from that.
on deck?
How
Hell
can you
yeah.
stop it?
Like triggers?
Here's this Plan B.
Oh, okay.
Take this real quick.
Yeah, but
If she,
I was gonna say, what
if
you
she
that-
say
but
no
that's
on
a
that,
agreement though.
Push it down the steps.
yeah, I'm gonna need you to take this.
Yeah, I'm not about to be doing
I'm
that
not-
extra crazy
Hey,
shit.
look, we not about to go back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised. As much sex as you talk about, you don't have any children yet.
Because I told you.
I take care of myself and I protect myself.
So
AJ,
people that have
tell-
children don't take care of themselves.
Anthony,
You said
what are you
that.
saying?
I didn't say that.
What you saying?
I
What
just
you
said
saying,
for me
AJ?
on a personal level, I'm a careful individual. I don't be out there just.
hey,
I
Desi,
don't.
what are you
I
trying to
don't
say about
James-
AJ? You think AJ lying out here? What?
I don't James.
I always think he's lying about
AJ.
that pussy.
There's a reason why, but we won't go into that.
What's the reason?
We're not gonna go there. We're gonna go to another caption.
We gonna go to the next
Yes,
segment.
because
Next topic.
next topic.
Next topic.
Alright.
Yes, we're going to move on.
So, any comments on why?
Nope, nigga. We said move on.
They said leave that shit
Yeah,
alone.
me.
Alright.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Damn
motherfucker.
straight. Like he loved to do that. I smell the controversy before we leave. Let's do this. You sure you don't want to go into that?
Any last word?
Any last word? But let it be him. I said it's coming,
It's the Brian breathing. Whenever he does the Brian breathing, that shit.
If he's in duress,
No, that shit.
that nose gets tighter.
If you have been around Brian when Brian gets mad,
See, look at him. We got to move on. Shut the fuck up. Now,
First, I want to get to carrying the conversation. Remember how it was back in the day when you just be on the phone with a girl for like 2 hours?
Boy, 4 hours.
Right.
4
Till the
hours.
sun come
Man,
out.
we taking this to the
I'm
morning.
gonna tell y'all something what I did and I was ashamed of it. It was this one chick, I knew she was gonna call me. I tried to write up all this stuff to talk about.
oh, I know who this is.
Why you always saying
Oh, time out, nigga. You pre-wrote talking points?
Yes.
Because I was like, what are we gonna talk about?
God damn, B, you a smooth ass motherfucker, Slim.
But-
I ain't never.
Can we talk about how much the male has to bear so much on trying to carry the conversation? Do y'all agree or disagree?
I disagree.
I agree.
Desi,
Agree.
we're gonna let Desi go first.
How do you agree?
Because
Agreed.
look,
They saying our conversation be drier than Popeye's biscuit.
look, man.
Well, go ahead, Desi. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't be doing that.
Exactly. That part. But women have a lot to say.
You have a lot to vent or say. There's two differences.
I mean,
I don't have time for your venting. Shut that shit
no,
up.
but if I'm just meeting you, why would I vent?
You always got something to vent about. You're a woman.
If I'm just meeting you, I want to know where your head at, because women is always thinking about like the future.
No, you're not. But go ahead.
Well,
No, I will say that the majority of women, they're thinking long term.
yes.
When they
Thinking.
first meet a dude.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
See,
Finish. Finish.
I'm like
Finish. So go ahead. Go ahead.
AJ, I don't know what type of practice.
No, because I brought this up several times.
Yes.
AJ's view of women.
It's horrible.
It's different.
It's terrible,
It's different.
man.
Not
Like,
horrible.
like-
It's different.
AJ's
It's
view of
different.
women is just
Who hurt
terrible.
you?
Go ahead.
Just come on,
Go
baby.
ahead.
Just come on.
I-
Just lay on my
I'm
back.
okay.
Just come on. Just
All
come on,
right,
baby.
all
Come
right.
on.
Back to topic.
Yeah,
Damn.
because now she's trying to go back to the original topic.
AJ, go.
What?
I I just said, like I said, I'm not. It all depends. Once again, as men, you have to understand what do you want out of that woman in the first place. You can't expect to get a thought and then expect to have a conversation. It depends on what the fuck you want out of this relationship. Honestly, no, because it's like if I pay an escort to just show me around and give me some ass, I really am not paying for her to have a conversation.
We're not talking about escorts.
No, but I'm just saying, as a man, no, because sometimes certain men put themselves in situations where it's like you knew what you wanted out of this whole situation in the first place. So why are you playing yourself?
Set you up with these topics to exposure.
Now, I will say this. Like, it's certain women that I meet that like I go into looking for, like, okay, I may.
That's what I'm saying. You know what you want when you first. Thank you.
And then I see.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, okay, this woman, I kind of just want to hit this.
There you go.
But I still have conversations.
But can you tell off appearance though?
No.
It's about
that's the thing, because it's been some times where it's like, damn, I kind of like just want to hit this. And then
they
it's
can change your
like,
mind after talking to them.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's
that's
just
why I have conversations.
Yeah, but it always, for me, that's why I have a lot of conversations before I even meet the woman in person, just to see where we're going. Like I have this conversation. No, I like to just know what we gonna get. No, I like to know where I'm gonna go after this, because
I thought you said you don't be thinking about that. When I just said the woman always thinking about long term, you said
no. I just think about I already have my assumptions of what I want. Then I see where she's at. Now she can always change my mind. Like it's like, oh, I thought I wanted this, but I see she got a good head on her shoulders.
That's what I don't like about men.
Well, that's
y'all change your minds out.
And y'all women don't. And women don't.
We're telling you this shit is pissing me off. This shit is pissing me off. This shit is pissing me off.
No, you don't. You don't say you want us to know that it's pissing you off, but you don't say nothing. There's a difference. Men change their mind in a minute, in a second.
Because like me and my son's mom, like we are tight. Like even though we are together, we still tight. And I was just telling her about how like women's like when the first thing I do when I like speak with a woman is always, hey, what do you want out of this, or what are you looking for?
There you go.
And if you say,
can you ask that off break? You can ask.
Yes, you can. Look, you're supposed to ask off break.
But don't tell me you're not looking for nothing serious. Woo woo woo. And then I fucking eat that thing and beat that thing. Now you out here looking for a relationship.
What did I just show you?
Now it's what are we? But before you wasn't looking for nothing serious. And AJ,
you ain't got to put the person's name out there. What did I just show you?
AJ just showed me some text messages in his phone of a young lady who wasn't looking for nothing serious. AJ put the slab on her. Now she like,
I'm disgusted.
Now she like, yo, Anthony, what's going on between us?
Maybe she said she want to fuck you consistently, like on. Y'all be giving I'm the type of woman, when I want something. So if this is what I want to do, I want to do that, and you're just gonna have to go.
No, it's not. First of all, when you sign a contract, you are supposed to know everything that's in it. Once you enter the contract, you are subjected to that. You can't change the shit in the middle of something just because of your feelings. That's not how contracts work. And that's what happens to y'all. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
I'm sure.
It's a metaphor. The point is, you cannot try to change something just because of your feelings. It has to be communication on both parts. Just because you want something different doesn't mean that person is supposed to do the same because of your fucking feelings.
Okay, so how many sexual partners do you have?
Why?
What the fuck?
Why do you
ask? This is not a public forum.
Yeah, like this is you sound like a white cop right now. No, I plead the fifth on that. FIF. As a matter of fact, I don't have ass. I don't have anything. I don't have no ass. I'm a mute. I don't have shit.
So
I don't have shit. I have no hoes.
Desi, so do you agree that when you talk to dudes off the break, like the new dudes in the beginning, are you carrying the conversation?
No, because I come up with
she just went through this whole shenanigans. God damn.
No, I mean I'm engaging in the conversation, but I'm coming off as shy, and then they think, oh, she's a really sweet girl, and then they be like,
nah, we ain't saying that. She up to something.
She up to something. Out like you're like a B.Simone.
Oh my lord.
So
damn.
Nice segue.
I'm gonna Shout out to her, and she's a beautiful. Shout out to our sister, what she did and how she came.
Beautiful, I don't know about that, but go ahead.
She was on
Beautiful,
Nick
I don't know
Cannon's
about that.
joint.
I think B.Simone.
Talking about.
She alright.
What she said.
Yeah, B, please.
Why do you have this shit like a TV from the 90s?
Niggas can't
Damn.
do that shit, though.
Like my head hurt just looking at
You gotta
that.
make the look.
The actual window.
Yeah, just go to the bottom like they do, you know, and drag that shit and expand it.
When that brownie in your system, ain't no telling.
Oh God.
Then they go X the window out.
Right, I was about to say the same thing.
Not the red.
Look at it, like, focus.
Go down, no homo. Keep it.
To the left.
To the left.
To the left. Make sure you don't.
To the left. Right?
Going to the left.
No, to the right.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, right there. Oh,
No.
I knew that was gonna happen. See. No, can we just go by what she said and
What
leave
she
it at
said?
that?
What she said?
She says she doesn't want a 9-to-5 man.
Why?
She needs to have a CEO
Why did she say
because it for her lifestyle. Her lifestyle.
Because she said that's someone that would be able to understand her lifestyle.
But I see where she comes from. She's not only asking for a CEO.
She's not saying.
She said you could be a rapper, you could be a hustler, you could be whatever. Basically, she wants you to have freedom.
Yeah.
That's more so. Now, that's like for me, I go to work every day 6 to 2:30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if my girl was, on her level where she had to travel, got to go somewhere, I can't just leave like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be at work. I gotta report every day at 6 o'clock.
She said,
so she wants somebody who got that freedom. Let's go, babe. You know what I'm saying?
You can't catch the flight.
Okay.
Who got it worse? An entrepreneur's wife or
An entrepreneur's spouse? Let's just say that. Because
Right.
not necessarily wife, because there are a lot of women that are entrepreneurs, and the man has to deal with their girl being
exactly.
Or are you about to say an entrepreneur's wife or entrepreneur's husband? What you
an
about to say?
entrepreneur's wife and somebody's husband or somebody's your girls is got a OnlyFans.
I mean, it's not. No, yeah, because here's the thing. That's a whole different thing because, like, if the chick is in a relationship with her man, they both get money together. That's a whole different thing. The entrepreneur thing, for the Simone thing, I look at it like this. You have a right to be attracted and have a preference to whatever you want. If you want that type of man, if you want that type of person, if you want that type of person, by all means, that is your preference. I'm never gonna shit on anybody who wants a certain preference. Ron might not want a certain type of woman. James don't want a certain type of woman. Destiny don't want a certain type of man. That is her preference.
Exactly.
She has every fucking right to choose whatever she wants. Now, I always look at it like no matter what status someone is, you treat them with respect.
Right.
That is the difference. Now,
that's what I'm saying. She never disrespected men.
Now I look at my only issue that I would say is the message behind it that I hope that certain women don't take. No, I get that, but unfortunately, people can run with a message and turn it the wrong way, and that goes for men and women. So,
like they did.
Yeah, like the thing is, a 9-to-5 person is not bad because Tory Lane said some real shit. He said there are a lot of 9-to-5 people that's getting more money than your favorite rappers.
Yeah,
and that's the real truth. Like, a lot of people don't realize for certain things that you think is there ain't really what it seems. Like, like a lot of people think.
That's what I like about B.Simone is that she never brought up money. She didn't put a price on herself.
Right.
She didn't say because the entrepreneur makes more money.
Right.
She even said that the 9-to-5s.
She's talking about flexibility.
She's talking about lifestyle. She's saying if we have to pick up and do this, or I'm up at 3 in the morning. And you're sleeping because you got to go to work in the morning. She's talking about a lifestyle.
Yeah,
she never brought up money.
Now that's where it gets a little tricky for me because when certain people want a lifestyle, I challenge why. For me, I know. For me.
But the lifestyle, she never was talking about a monetary lifestyle like with this lifestyle we're living this.
I got you. I got you.
No, Rob, what do you think about this?
Right.
You don't stand a chance because
What's broke to you? What is defined broke?
you make less than double what I make.
Less than double.
Yes,
Okay.
it's not a shit ton,
Okay.
but you should be making double what I make. That being said, it's because I've held broke men down. I've been played by broke men.
Okay.
And personally, it doesn't pay off. So I won't do it again. And it is what it is. It's not hard to find someone who makes twice what I make. I personally attract people who make like a whole spectrum. That being said, if you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is. And I reserve the right to do that. And
I would say B.Simone, and I'm gonna just say my little thing, and I'm gonna end it. That is what I was saying about the wrong people misinterpreting the message.
No, we understood exactly what she said.
Yeah,
Her and B.Simone are saying two different things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's just doing that to be an asshole.
Yeah, like,
it's like no, but unfortunately, I think that's why people are pissed, because in reality, a lot of people are gonna take it the wrong way. I don't mind that Simone said what she said, because in my mind, it's like, all right, well, may the odds be in your favor. Yeah. If it happens, it happens. But what you're not gonna do is disrespect me because I don't do certain shit. That is my thing. Just because I don't make this much doesn't mean. That's the problem with society today. We need to more worry about what somebody is worth in here and not out in here.
Now, one thing I will never.
We got 4 minutes, y'all.
One thing I would never do is like understand people that put prices on themselves. Mm-hmm. Like if you once you put a dollar amount on yourself, then to me that's prostitution.
Well, more than that, it's prostitution. But you're right, and it's like you cannot get pissed when a certain man with more power than you basically treat you that way, because you value yourself that you want to be this type of woman. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. If you're that type man, if you are that type of person, you did that to you.
So y'all like to be fucked slow, basically.
No, it's not about that. It's about whatever you Destiny. Whatever you value yourself,
you're still going to be.
No, whatever you value yourself, that's how you're going to be treated.
I understand that, like when it comes to women, you're paying regardless.
Right.
No, yeah, you're paying, but there's a difference, because there's a thing called respect and value. If I just pay you just to be like, I'm just going to do this.
It's not that type of transaction, though.
It is a type of transaction, because there's a difference. Because do you expect for every day you go with a nigga to want to fuck you right then on there? If that's his expectations, I'm paying for it. Let me get that ass. So why you lunching? What you faking on? I just paid for your meal. I just paid $6.99. I gave you that chicken McDouble from Popeyes. What it is?
Dazzy, what you think about having your value?
I'm just asking.
Having your value and, you know what I'm saying, being out there in the dating and your value as a woman. And not being what that girl said.
Yeah, what is your value?
I'm back on the market, so.
What is your value?
I don't put a price on my value. It's a spiritual connection for me. So if I connect with you, then I'm going to accept what comes with you, and you're going to accept what comes with me, and we're going to plan to build together.
God bless you.
We're making money together, and we're building something.
And see, you sound like a woman who values herself, not by the
because
the
money
extent of
comes
the world.
and goes.
Yeah, you're not.
Because I done had nice things and the shit.
Because
after a while, you like, all right, I don't want this no more.
Yeah, because you want to be a person of integrity and honor and value. But there are a lot of women who aren't out there.
But I understand what B.Simone is saying, though.
Okay, yeah, we not.
I want to travel. I want to get up and go.
Yeah,
James. What about you? Have you ever get mad at you ever paid for a pussy?
Every man has paid for pussy.
Look,
no, I know what he's saying. There's a difference. Go, James, please.
By what Brian is saying is different from dating.
Yeah, James, please.
Okay. You talking about actually throwing the money on the table versus taking her out on a date?
Money in her hand.
Yeah. There's a big difference. No, there is because I've had a chick tell me personally. She said, "No money, no honey." I was like, "Wow."
Cause you did well in prostitutes.
Alright, let's go to Hope's alright.
Yeah, no, wait a minute. Do cheat. Hope's alright.
Yeah, Hope's alright.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. Yes, thank you, B.Simone. Thank you.
That was somewhere in Annapolis.
See, Brian be showing death videos.
Like, why do you do this right now?
This was somebody in the riots. No, this one's
no, don't show nothing about riots.
That's stage.
He said his dreads on fire.
It's stage.
So he had the Michael Jackson
I
experience.
don't believe it.
He had the Pepsi Michael Jackson.
No, Brian used to show only
He said
people
the dreads on
falling. Now
fire.
he shows people
I
dying.
listened to
He always shows snuff films. Yeah.
Everyone said don't show no snuff films.
Yes, please. And you just showed a snuff film.
He's alright.
Are you sure?
He just lost some hair. He's okay.
Yeah, all right. That's
Is
what
it
he
right
wants
here?
us to know.
Oh shit!
Wait a
I saw
minute.
that. That nigga hit his forehead on the ground. We can't see the bottom though. But
No. First of all, look at his.
Oh my
No.
god.
No. Oh yeah.
You see his shin though? Watch his
Yeah.
shin.
Yeah, I saw it.
watch his shit.
I saw it.
Ooh, fuck.
And that hurts when you.
Hold on, time out.
Wait,
I didn't even know that was.
Oh yeah, that dude's trying to jump
Damn.
through a
I will
window.
cross the
Into
ocean
a
for you. I will bring you.
I don't understand.
I know he fucked up. Then he fell in water. He cannot breathe.
He fucked up the whole.
Wow! Oh!
He gonna have to pay for all that.
Lance Armstrong. Oh,
All right, so can y'all give me your Instagram and where they can reach you at?
damn, no cheeks of the week.
Watch Dazzy on Instagram. Also, watch Dazzy WITDA pouches.
Watch Desi with the pouches.
Yes.
Oh, James.
James.
The father of 2 J's. You know, I had kids every 10 years. You know what I mean?
Go ahead,
Really?
King.
Alright, it's your boy.
A Turner _813. You know me.
It's your boy Champagne Ron. Follow me on Instagram at 301 King Ron. Princess Amundo on the boards.
Yes.
All right. Easy, stay black.
Follow
Stay
us
black,
on
dog. Be easy.
Boom, 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 boom.
Black